explosive one for there's gonna be the smallest map down there. It's starting off for the finals. Couldn't get any better than this with total points
Oh,
of
wow.
2,743. You guys have spoken. And it's so close for Easy and Yudu Gang. It's gonna be neck to neck, 32.8 and 24.6. While Secret at 11%. The other teams need more love and attention from you guys who are watching it at home.
Yep. And of course, the observers will also need your attention. They have been doing pretty great. They're feeling really great as X you have to deal with his bunch of kids. But yeah, without them, we wouldn't get all these great footages, the highlight reels, the MVP plays, this great overlay is all because of these guys. And we get a Northern Circle to kick off the day.
Well, this is very reminiscent of what just happened yesterday, where we saw the likes of Marlino taking that chicken dinner. And this time, it'll be a little bit difficult. I'm not too sure how Marlino's going to be making their way there, but the last time we saw, they were taking a boat to cross over.
Well, we've seen a lot of boats and a lot of water replays to play with, but you know what? Sometimes they just landed back on land. So you gotta wait and see, will the circle be like this all the way, or will it switch back towards Paradise Resort even?
Yeah, we saw a disastrous run yesterday on Sandhawk by TRX. when
The Irango one was funnier.
And yeah, and the Irango one as well. But I would say Sandhawk yesterday was kind of a train wreck because of how TRX miscommunication let Geek Fam through. I definitely believe that they won't make the same mistake again. You should never leave Harteen open, which was a surprise that people docked in Harteen and they were not shot down. But we will start things off by looking near Cow, where SMG are nearby.
Yeah, and SMG definitely can enjoy this sort of benefit to be able to stay very safely by Cow. And I think that NRL MPX, they will be moving through the bridge. All they have to be careful of is Team RSG that's going to be waiting by the edge there as they try to pass through the edges of Paradise Resort. While there are also J8 from Bootcamp, easy rotation up the north that might just be able to challenge Resurgence also.
J8 sparsely around the corners of Bootcamp. They're not that far from each other. So basically, we're waiting for anybody to take the first fight. And apparently, nobody clashes when it comes to the finals. We're going to look at, I think this is the only map of Sunhawk today. So you guys are watching and witnessing the last Sunhawk throughout the entire league of PMPL MYG Season 2. Keep your eyes out because it's going to be a hectic one once this circle shift later on. The player going to reposition himself. That's where everything massively going to happen.
Yeah, and I like how Dingoes also found themselves a home around Camp Charlie. When the league started, they were the one who went to boot camp. But you can see the amount of space they're giving J8 as of now, but also not compromising their own benefits in searching for a new home. And I think this is going to help Dingoes in the long run, especially in this last map of Sandhawk. You need those resources going into the later stages of the game.
That's right, and Smoke's especially vital as they'll be walking through those jungle tracks. And for Team Secret, they haven't really left Sanmi, and this is one of the furthest place possible from where the circle has shifted. And Marlino still opting to see where or not will they have any boats to be rotating by sea.
Our Kampong is not that far off from where they are going later, and we do know the circle still have the possibility to shift back towards the southern side. So for phase number 2, they still have more time, but Molino seems like they want to rush things. We've seen this kind of plays before. Yesterday, Sunhawk was more into water region, but I don't know. I do prefer the players that actually not rushing way too much. We've seen it in Erangel where everybody just rushed and then they got trolled by the circle. It was a big
It was a treat to watch.
mishap. Yeah, it was fun.
And you remember Vikendi, right? We got this very atrocious circle. There's 60% water in the beginning yesterday, and all the teams just decided, you know what, we're gonna go to the center. And it was the same thing as Irango, where when the circle shifts, you get a lot of teams just bombing out in the third and fourth phase.
I mean, like, if the players are actually not being taken by the blue later on, it's okay for them to stay where they were and where they at the moment and wait for the second phase. The second phase is actually the one that they should look out for because it will actually shows which direction the circle will rotate later on.
That's right. And speaking of the central circle area, it will be in favor side of RSG. I'm a little bit concerned for Marlino on how they choose to rotate because they don't have multiple boats. They're already hopping into one. So if they were to pass by the edge of Mongnai or even Cow, that's where Team SMG will be waiting for them for that moment. Chilrex will be playing today. Same goes from yesterday where he managed to...
Oh yeah.
Yep, my prediction seems to be true.
Yeah, and they had to see this coming, right? Like Mong Nai, Kao, Hatin, these driving through the coastline is completely off limits. You cannot make this kind of mistakes, and sometimes it gets very upsetting for probably the players and the people watching that that the teams still want to take this risk. And I honestly feel like you could have just gone on foot with enough utilities to work with, and now they are just getting shot like fish in a barrel by EVO's VIP. And for EVO's VIP, the team at 16th place right now, they will gladly take these kills.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. Both of you guys said what was clear and bound to happen. And this is where I mentioned it's not great to rush things over. Yes, it's good to have the center of the circle, but you are taking the boat line. You are taking the sea place where you will be discovered by the Marines on the shorelines there. On the side of EVO's VIP, they have been here forever. So for Marlino, still hovering around there. I'm not sure why, but Superboy will be the only survival left on the side of Marlino. Both team in the need of a lot of kills. Seems like EVO's VIP winning back next time.
Yeah, and Superboy only down to a tick of health left. I don't think he can survive for far too long, but EVO's VIP has already let loose their grip, so maybe Marlino can still hang on for dear life.
That's the thing. When Marlino actually start to shift, they don't have even enough gears to tank all the bullets.
Yeah, and you know, my heart stopped the moment I saw them get on that boat. You kind of need to understand how the circle as well, right? When you see a northern circle that has waterway, and you know that if you've done enough homework, you will know the teams that will be around the coastline. I think Marlino was just a bit careless with that decision, and they lost 3 members right off the bat. But with that being said, the first PMPL loot of the final day of Grand Finals is here. Just key in that code and you will stand a chance to walk away with one of these exclusive sets. And also, while you're doing that, like and follow PUBG Mobile Esports Malaysia for the latest update and of course a special map stream of the Grand Finals.
But first, that's gonna be the words just now, but you can be anything that you want to be in PUBG Mobile. Dress as waitress, dress as a maid, dress yourself with 2 boxes. Who cares? Because that's gonna be you playing your avatar later on. But speaking of J8, they got themselves that a lot of rich airdrop just now, but can they put it to good use?
For the moment, it'll be AUG in the hands of Damn Cutie. So this is going to be Boyka just handing one of the most dangerous weapons out there to the top fragger of Jade Esports. He has outperformed himself on his debut season so far, as Damn Cutie is a brand new face to look out for in the Grand Finals here and also the league. Now, with already 3 kills in the back for EVO's VIP, of course, a very great start. They could have actually taken down another member, but they let Marlino loose. Now, the next team that will be taking the boats will be TRX Elementis.
Oh, speaking of TRX, they haven't been shining that well for this Grand Finals, though.
Yeah, definitely not, right? They aren't. I think it comes down to how the foundation of the team. I believe all these players have potential. They're now trying to unlock the people like Janik and Junboy, who their combined stats weren't as impressive as Kim and Ziso, but overall they do have the temperament and the capacity to take on the best teams in the league. So it's just about understanding how other teams function and making the right calls. I think yesterday what brought them down was making the wrong decisions and miscommunication.
Oh, this is one of the teams that actually tried to snatch away the top 4 teams down there. So X's and RLMPX, this is crucial for them to take the fight. Is it necessary or should they stand down first?
I think it's necessary because they need as much points as possible to be able to qualify to the Grand Finals. They spot out Kim. There's going to be a spray down there to be able to take his health down, but With Janik as well as Jinboy nearby, they will be able to save him for the moment, but Ziso gets knocked out by Appy from another flank angle.
Yeah, completely caught with the pants down now. Janik can't even revive his teammate as Appy does get those few shots through the window. You see Rith also rotating from the right side. The smokes are being thrown now. Jinboy desperately trying to get those refrags, but TRX, they are in complete shamble right now. The kill feed, Rex does secure a kill onto Asva, and TRX, they need to get this revives in, but Rith will make a huge difference if he's able to come in from the side.
Oh boy, they lost out on Ziso, the top fragger for the side of TRX Elementus, and now with the firepower being negated, TRX, they should have expected a fight coming out there, and now we're going to be looking in towards Boss Group versus Team Secret.
Oh, now waiting for the time. Just in front of him with the rock in between.
Oh, wow.
Sam playing very patiently. Saying goes for Yuhai. Will be a surprise for him. We'll wait and see. Yuhai hasn't spotted him out just yet, but I think he get the idea. There's somebody right in front of him. He has to be extra careful now.
This might be huge for Sam.
Oh, wait for it. Sam is still not moving just yet.
Oh, I
He's
love
being
this.
such a disciplined player. This is taking him such a long time to move. That's huge.
Oh.
Huge composure coming up from Sam.
Rex?
He actually saw eye shots as well, so
Waiting for it, Sam.
the amount of information that Sam is relaying.
This is so
Wow.
important. Now, Sam, will he go for the rush? Seems like he will
Eye
start.
shots.
Oh no, eye shot spots Sam out. He stays there too long.
Yeah, iShot's perfect spray down there as he managed to spot out in Yas position as well. Sam along the process as he tries to take a peek. Great response as they will be able to still revive Rex by the corner as Team Secret slowly marches their way in towards the edge of the circle.
I think Sam should have moved and start to spray the moment one of Team Secret's men been knocked down just now. It was a golden opportunity, but he didn't use full potential of it.
Yeah, too much patience from Sam right there, but now Yuhai with the name does see Z, and it's going to be a head-on fight, but Z immediately ducks back, and this is going to give the opening to Team Secret. Z tries to cross by the trees, but you will have the combination of Matoy and Yuhai. So Bosku, their time is going to be limited.
Only on the other corner here, he's trying to cook up this nade. He might be able to clip members of Team Secret, lobbing it towards the side of Matoy.
Oh,
it will not
perfect.
Yuhai.
Beautifully well done. That was a very calculated angle of deflected nade topping off Yuhai straight on the knees, but Nga, he
wait a
go
minute.
into another one. Second one. Clip a lot of HP from Matoy, but still not enough to knock him straight away. Nga jumping around the corners, trying to cut across. In the meantime, we have one more team behind them. It's going to be Dingos MZ. So Nga, can he clutch this 1v3 or will he get third party from behind?
I think that iShots have heard those footsteps coming along those sides as he has made a lot of noise. Now, yeah, already had a little bit of a prediction coming out from the side of iShots that he's behind that tree. And for the moment, Team Secret tries to recuperate, gets all this stash of loots before they challenge Nga once more.
Yeah, and I would say again, yesterday we did talk about how iShots is one of the best support players, and I do agree the amount of work that he's put in, from taking out Sam to constantly keeping an eye on where the rest of Boss School are, has really protected the rest of his team. He was the one who is not caught out, and he was the one able to make sure that his teammate stays alive. And now, when they make the call to rotate downhill, they might run into the crosshair of Dingos though.
Yeah, actually, he's a pseudo support because the official support for Team Secret is Matoy being the high fragging support instead, as well as the captain. But so far, I think iShots have filled in the role all too perfectly.
But I think about Team Secret, nobody is actually sticking to only one role. They can just easily interchangeable roles between them. But that's going to be the next circle popping out. Where will they go? It's going to be just around centralizing Cal.
Wow.
The rest of the team coming up from the southern side is going to be a hurdle for them to go through. While GateFam having a not really clear pathway. As long as they're crossing across that hard-teamed bridge, it's going to be a-okay for them. Coming up from Marlena, Superboy survived after that really tough moment of first phase where they got shot down by EVO's VIP coming up from Kampong. He's still going to tail them behind, but it's a bit further than the rest of the other teams.
Yeah, the fight between NRL and PX as well as TRX has not ended just yet. And they'll be finding this sort of a gridlock if they were to rotate. Either ways, J8 already coming in from the south side, RSG still by the edge of Paradise, and SMG move towards Tatmok. Yes, they are in the circle, but they've given Cow towards Evo's VIP.
Yeah, exactly. And Axis NRL, they want to be the first team to move into the inner circle, but the moment they show themselves, Appy will be down by TRX. So it means that Axis NRL, they can't really make a move just yet because TRX will be able to shoot them from behind. I feel like they gotta wait for the circle to close in and force TRX out of that compound before they go for cleanup. Janik does get sprayed by Leto.
I don't see any sort of area of opening for TRX by brute forcing their way against the side of Axis NRL and PX. Maybe they can just hold on and heal up if they got any
J8.
resource. And J8, 2 members still on their feet, as we saw a couple of members being knocked early on.
J8, they keep on feeding the Titans down there, who's still number 1 for SMG, giving extra kill points. Solidified their number 1 spot for now, but J8 are the one that actually really in the dire need of getting more points. We're talking about them hardly making themselves in the top 5 here. Team Secret have to go against Yudu again. This is like literally every single game. These two teams always just have to test out their individual and team play skills.
Yeah, it seems like it's a large U-turn coming in from Yudu Gang. Once they kind of had the hunch that, oh my, I think that there was going to be a high power team nearby, and they chose to fall back just to get a little bit of a hindsight of what's ahead of them. Now, Yudu Gang, they're pushing towards the side of RSG, and I'm not sure if this is going to result well.
Yeah, in RSG, they have a decent compound to work with. They have 2 teams near them, though, with a Yudu Gang 3 members stuck, clumped up together. But also TNR, they are near the horizon, and TNR still a Nike.
No.
Has that bird's eye view if he decides to go for a scout. But Yudu Gang, I think they are ready. As Fredo has the
boy.
nade.
Wait for it now. You do spot every members of Resurgence, maybe 3 of them from this angle only. While they are going segregated for now, I'm not sure if the rest of you they will actually try to circle things in a bigger scale. I'm talking about them trying to corner in a different perspective. They will not take the fight head on. That's how just Yudu plays. They go for a different angle, different ways. And now they just get out from all the shots coming out from, because it seems like Team No Recall has arrived as well. Resurgence in between. SMG trying to taking out Axis NRL just on the outskirts of Tatmok. In the meantime, we're talking about 6 to 7 teams possibly just around Tatmok.
Small Y will find members of the side of TNR as well. So for Resurgence, although they're not inside the circle, they are trying to gatekeep all the rest of the teams from cutting by that south side. Yudu Gang, at least they had that sort of the area out there, but the Playzone has beaten down some members of Resurgence.
Yeah, Iron Pro going down to the blue. Not the best position for Resurgence to be in right now, but they should be able to get out of there pretty soon. And SMG actually getting work done. They found Secret. They also found, I believe, members of J8. The area that they're playing at, right at the edge, is going to gatekeep multiple teams. TRX and Axis NRL also need to get into that circle as well. Resurgence called out in the open as Ryan will down Churex, and Small Boy, he might be the only surviving member at this point.
Oh, they need to get out from there. They have not much room to get covers or even run away from the circle at this point. The blue just gonna kill most of the players down there, and Fredo will be one of them struggling to fight himself, forging that pathway into the safe zone. It's not that far off, but it's almost impossible with so many shots coming out and about. J8 damn QT will be on his knees. Boyka still taking a hike there, not moving. Drax, on the other hand, scoping down on Resurgence. This is gonna wipe off the small on the side of Resurgence. The moment they thought they have the solid compound, the circle just not sided with them.
Oh boy, it seems like some of the teams are kind of stuck in the rut. While the goes MZ, they're still running out and about. There's going to be Team No Recall, QB, and the rest of Geek Fam. They're outside the circle as well. Appy is going to be staying here with Riv to try to negate that from being pushed down. Yuhai will be able to get that knock, and it's only going to be Appy left on the table.
And you can see Janik, he already laid down that carpet of smoke so he can actually hide himself in there. Not sure if you will see Geekfan coming up from behind. We've seen this story before, Geekfan sneaking up, but still a 9K with the nade. Does tag onto Drax. 30 health down. He's going to toss another one. This one is also going to be near Drax, but Drax will rotate away and rejoin Manparang for now. TNR, they also need to push through, but at least Small Boy managed to pick T-Rex back up.
Yudu gang, this is mentally devastating for them. They have been struggling so much, cannot lose anymore. Man, in the meantime, really struggling. We can smell the desperation for them to get inside the circle. It almost feels like impossible at this point. We have so many gatekeepers at the rim of it, while SMG already inside. We're talking about the teams that are still in the blue. Resurgence cannot even move from there.
Stu? Oh my, close call. And
Oh, that almost hit him entirely.
yeah.
You gotta watch out. Where is Insomnus though? Insomnus is so far away. He's actually closer towards the southern side, the center of the circle, and they are going to lose to a 9K. It's easy Outlash chipping in from afar. And with that, I don't think Stewart 9K is gonna make it out. Insomnus will have to do it alone as Geekfam
Whoa.
so far
What?
from the blue. This is just an absolute disastrous circle as no team will be included except for Dingo's MZ at the corner, gatekeeping boss school. Jumper will find Stewart 9K and steal that away from Easy Alex.
Now Yudu gang with 2 members left. There's going to be Resurgence biting back from behind. Drax has known their location for the longest of time, and now only down to bandages. Yudu gang need to actually steal something away from those crates. Rex still going in for the heal downs there, but
Oh, Small Boy.
they are watching in. And this is going to be pretty tough for him to survive.
Oh, it seems like the Nace on a very good angle.
Dingo's
but
finding
it's gonna be Dingo's finding out the rest of Resurgence.
11 packs.
They have so many people hovering around their eyes onto Resurgence. Different angles, entirely 3 teams in the moment. But we're looking at a lot of nades and smokes being popped up by so many teams. T-Rex playing the healing game for now. Dingo's son trying to scope things out on Yudu gang, who's just across and beyond that hill. But they've been covered in smoke. Side of Team No Recall, they're having the same fate as how Resurgence did.
Yeah, and I would say Dingoes, you give them a good position. They are actually one of the best teams in holding their ground, and they're doing it against Resurgence, they're doing it against TNR as well as Yudu Gang. But ND Brotherhood and Evo's VIP, they're gonna clash pretty soon. Easy Alex also joins in the fight. Manparang will be down by Tito. Bravo takes out Jumper, and I think Yudu Gang, their time is also pretty limited at this point. Drax gets destroyed by Bravo as the playzone takes out Bar. The kill feed is now gonna start popping up.
Yeah, there's so many teams all dropping down low. Atai, one of the few members
Oh,
left
a
for
lot.
side of any Brotherhood. A little bit short though. Atai just managed to run right through, and for some reason, Resurgence still survives with T-Rex all the way from behind, and Evil's VIP, they're struggling all the way through. Easy Alex, they do have some position.
Atai just gonna toss a very sharp smoke that discovers himself into a very good position. He won't be discovered by the teams that are actually inside of the blue. Now Sun and rest of Dingo's take it down and easy, but Evo's VIP. Where
my
did
God.
that come from? There was across the whole map that managed to eliminate, obliterated Net Brotherhood just now. Damansar is right in the middle of it. We're talking about the teams that we didn't predict it to be this ending. We're only 5 teams left in the 6th phase, merging towards the 7th phase, very so on.
And you remember, you know, Evo's VIP, they took over Cow because SMG led that place away. And Evo's VIP, everyone was red. They were able to somehow get the entire squad into the circle. They have 7 points so far. Nuts gonna get shot by Nga from behind as Nga has been playing the healing game for so long. A GG now. He needs to find out where this last member is. Nga with his dying breath. Can he take out a GG? It does not seem like it's possible as the blue zone will finish him off as Bosco will crash out in 5th place. But this might be huge though. Damasara finds Evo's VIP. Dingoes will be up against Easy LX.
Dingo's now having a solid chance here. They do have most members still alive. Nuke can be saved, although there's not much time for the moment as it gets bottomed
Wow.
out. Bravo here, just getting so many frags on the table. 9 points already secured for the side of Dingo's MZ.
On the
Oh,
side
no.
of Evo's VIP, they were being decimated just now as well. We're talking about Damansara taking a lot of kills on their side. So it's down to Dingo's versus Damansara. In the meantime, they have 4 all-men, different angles. Dingoes, they will try to square down the MS and force them to cower in whatever compound they have left.
And I would say for Dingoes, they can play this out. You know, the circle actually includes both sides of the road. So both teams will have a compound to work with right now. They can wait for the next phase. And Dingoes, they have 4 men. Damasara only has 2. this, I would say, is Dingo's game to take if they do it properly.
Yeah, they can just close out the game with a total of, well, 11 kills in the back if they could just get that final few knocks upon Damansara Esports. Now, full squad strength, I believe that with this circle, it's just very heavily favored for Dingoes to just close out the game.
And it's an open street. The moment that DMS stepped out from that particular structure, it's going to be wide in the open. They have nowhere to hide except if they can build a bridge of smoke. Now, I'm not sure about the side of Damansar, how much utilities they have, but they did notice Bravo on the
What a day!
That is from Dingo's Nuke, dropping the hammer down, winning themselves that first chicken dinner on the day 3 grand final, where all the voters has been spoken. 33% still, 24% for Easy, 11.1%, 1% up for Team Secret. But the rest of the team, come on, they need more love and attention from you guys.
Easy LX so far have rallied so many fans per game, and we've definitely seen the votes coming in already. 2,800 of you have voted. Well, the rest of the thousands out there that's currently watching the game, make sure you guys vote for the next one. Once again, the ones taking you to flight will be Exer, Topcast, Ngek, Zai, as well as Yoda. Still looking great, and they are getting ready to just give us the best views possible. And oh boy, what a flight this is!
It's gonna be a South.
I bet, like, if the only way to win giveaways is actually casting your votes, we would have tens and hundreds of thousands of people voting. But this flight path is an interesting one. We're going straight onto Saverni. Yudo gang is going to be happy about this. They also will be stubborn nearby. I know Choo Choo is not looking forward to the circle, but I certainly am, because this is the last day. This is the day where, regardless of what the circle is, you got to be the best to get those points.
Yeah, but you know, I'm glad this is going to be a generous circle. It actually centralized on the middle of a map, which going to be around school area, probably in between there as well. But the circle is so unpredictable. I do suggest the players to actually rotate in the second phase straight into the middle instead of the first phase. We saw how it was yesterday, earlier today as well, as Sanho also has trolled them.
Oh god.
The circle, but this area,
This is messy though.
this is just potential fight World War III coming up very soon.
Oh, Heiko alongside with his small boy right here. It's going to be RSG not having the area to cover the shelter, and there will be a little bit of a blood being splattered across the field if Heiko could just spot out T-Rex right there. No vehicle inside the garage. This is going to be hard for small boy to get out of.
Yeah,
I see
and
one random epi there.
exactly, and I was about to also point out at the same time, because of the flight path, right?
Yeah.
J8 and Dingoes, they are not dropping their usual spot. They're dropping into the populated default drop spots of other teams. So this is going to entirely change the landscape of how the early game is going to play out. Smallboy managing to get himself level 2 gears, which is pretty darn decent earlier on. But Evo's VIP, they have vehicles to work with.
Yeah, but this will ripple a lot of the players' strategy. We're talking about the turbulence throughout the whole game based on even just one team change their drop spot. That's going to change the game entirely. So this, how will it affect EVO's VIP when two teams dropping nearby and they are seems to be sharing the same compound, but waiting for them to clash. Nothing happened so far. Very relatively calm for now. I'm surprised how the fight didn't actually extend it.
Yeah, I expected Heiko to fight back, but I believe that he didn't really get any sort of items. That's why he needed backup coming in from Sam Z, and great cover fire coming from the side of Evil's VIP to be able to escort them safely back in towards the corner. But for Small Boy, he has to hold on for a little bit for the rest of Resurgence to come by to be able to pick him up, or he will have to force his way on foot. While Dingo's MZ, the champions of the previous match itself, looking hot today, and they are definitely going to be racking up even more of those big kills across the map, as this is going to be their starting point here in South George. And for the record, back in the days, we saw quite a lot of challenges in South George, because there is Geek Fam who likes to drop in towards the hospital grounds as well. But this time, this is the entirety of the fields, and it seems like, yep, there will be Bosker up towards the northern side of the hills of hospital for a moment.
Yeah, Dingo's playing 2-2 formation right now. Team Secret in Pachinki, no surprise right there. And speaking of Secret, alongside Yudu, a lot of people, I believe even us at some point when we look forward to the grand finals. We are looking at Team Secret lifting the trophy, Yudu Gang going on 100%. So it actually makes me a bit happy seeing that these two teams are actually not in the first place, because we
Yeah.
get to see the redemption arc of SMG. We get to see
We
other
want-
teams stepping up the game.
Yeah, we want somebody else to take the throne away this time. We want to see new, fresh team or fresh blood, different from before, not the mainstream teams down there.
Yeah, the Kings do bleed, right? Secret, you should have 200 points ahead of everyone else. Does not matter. They are in third place right now.
Yeah, I just couldn't wait for the upcoming season as well, no matter how this one concludes, where it's the old Kings, new Kings, tricycles.
But back,
Tricycles, tricycles,
Primos
tricycles.
seems to be Damansara having a great time with the tricycle alone going on in Ichong. He will pass by Quarry.
Ooh.
The rest of the team seems a bit separated. They are going in the direction of Fairpier, if I'm not mistaken, just now. But we do have another team, Net Brotherhood, close by. And they are sparsely scattered for now for DMS. They are all over the place, but it's not impossible for them to reunite in between. Since I'm saying hello for now, but I'm not sure if they want to stay on the top of tricycle all the way.
They do have a Dacia down the road as well, I
They
guess.
prefer the tricycle.
Yeah.
I don't think it's any great.
Since yesterday, though.
Dacia is always the better option. Sometimes, of course, a little boost of speed is good, but you can see, even with a flat ground, sometimes
It's
that
just
trike will just flip.
yeah, it is so unstable, wobbly all the way.
Yeah. Well, the best vehicle is always the UAZ, in my opinion. Great cover, great.
Oh, that's also the cockroach vehicle.
The cockroach.
Yeah, I call it the cockroach.
The,
The BDRM.
VDR,
Yeah, I
yes.
prefer call it cockroach. So, but that gonna be the next circle popping out. In the center of it is gonna be, if I'm not mistaken, school. So Evils, will they rotate out first and going back in, or will it ended up around Ross Hog? We have no clue just yet. J8 will have nobody to gatekeep them for now. SMG still in Milta power, not gonna budge just yet. While some teams will have to, clash it out early on. We talk about Dingos, TRX, and Bosku, but I don't think Bosku will have the clash that soon because how they rotate a bit earlier than the rest of Dingos.
Yeah, and you early on you did ask me about Geek Fam, and I feel like Geek Fam, when the league started, a lot of attention was on Damn Root and Sane, but right now,
What's the first word though?
the first word is
I forgot.
no, yeah, I actually forgot.
That's
I'm not
all
gonna-
we can say.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually forgot about the first word. This is why you guys should pay attention, not us. I
Yeah.
mean, Choo Choo is participating. Choo Choo should pay attention. But yeah,
I'm giving the chance for you guys today.
yeah, but I think quickly to touch on Geek Fam is a lot of people look at Dabru and Sane, but now everyone is like on equal
Whoa.
ground, and Ichong will hit the dust as Siko will find him with a great spray.
That's why he should leave the tricycle.
Yeah, that is a red dot side
Definitely.
AK. You know the recalls
Oh
are
my
pretty insane, but
It's
made
the
it work.
tricycle. It's the tricycle,
Yep.
guys.
Yep.
The reason not to take it. You saw how the tricycle moved by itself after he just knocked down. Yep, that's just happened. But on the side of Net Brother, they are going this really fast, swiftly, just straight rushing in. The
Oh.
moment they got one knocked down, they are not bowing down at all. No retreat, no disengagement. Apple and the rest of DMS will be chased and killed by Net Brotherhood.
yeah, another member from the side of net has already been knocked out as well. TNR playing the evil card here, as they have been able to also snatch a kill upon the side of Damansar Esports. Now they should be able to save Iz, but at the cost of the UAZ having a chance to be exploded wide out in the open.
Yeah, and TNR in the previous round, it wasn't their best run. They kind of were split apart early on, and they lost, I believe, Ryan and Simbi Pro early as well. But Simbi
no.
Pro is one of those snipers that really lands his shots. Stewart 9K is going to find Is again as he gets picked back up. Now with Simbi Pro watching, Apu, he's not going to have much to live for as Ryan will find him with the Car 98. What a shot from beyond.
I think they should just bill him just now. This is too much, not
Yeah.
even worthwhile for the side of Net Brotherhood.
I definitely think it's a very, very poor decision making coming in from the side of Net Brotherhood. But here comes Stewart 9K.
Oh.
Knock, takes out Fake OP as the rest of Easy Alex is around the corner. There's a little bit of helping hand from afar as well. Stewart 9K secures the kill, but they need the help of Ryan as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is
boy.
huge for TNR. Yesterday it was Stewart
This is-
9K who made the great call as well. So him being in all these positions were catching teams off guard. Secret was one of the first victims, and now with TNR, they're pushing into EZLX. They got a bill. Skizzo though, not too lucky, and again, it is Stewart 9K.
Is this his Thanksgiving walking into the door of TNR side by side? I'm talking about Net Brotherhood and Dan Easy. Both of these teams didn't notice that they're being bombarded by Team No Recall, and that's easily taking like 3 to 4 points for Team No Recall, easily gained by them.
DMS as well, and SP got knocked by Team No Recall.
Yeah, and I definitely think that this is due to the checkpoints of where they needed to be at the moment, and all of these three teams, they went through the same area. Same goes to NNDD Brotherhood, EZLX, Damazar Esports, but TNR was the first one to be able to book those sort of long-range angles to be able to get that perfect shootout, and that's already 3 kills back by Student 9K.
Yeah, taking a page out of FaZe Clan's playbook as we get this circle. Jay is gonna feel slightly happy because no one is there on the southern island, but central area is where the chaos is gonna unfold, and I'm surprised all these teams are driving into each other.
Is this gonna be a bridge circle? Because the circle is just so insane these days. It just switched itself towards a place that we had not expected it to be. Look at how crowded the center of Farm Milta and also Shelter is.
It'll be even harder for the side of EZLX to cut through because they are by the edge. They got flustered out by the side of the TNR. At least TNR has those rooms by the corner of the patrol station. But nearby where SMG is going to be Resurgence, as they have finally moved out of Milta Power in towards the edge of Milta. The farm area seems to be a great line of sight for the side of Resurgence. There's also Evo's VIP looking around in the center of farm.
I'm liking the fact that J8 is not even trying to budge from the side of Novo at the end of that bridge there, because they do know there's still a possibility that the bridge will be the circle, or the circle might end up in the southern side. Who knows these days? You cannot rid the circle easily. And now on the side of Evo's VIP, it's okay for them to hovering and covering around into that compound, but I do wish they go a bit more separated so they get more information. While we have Yudu Gang just gonna spray over whoever passed by. Anything that moves, they shoot. They don't have a care in the world.
And luckily for TRX, no one was tagged by Manparang, so TRX gets a clean entry into the safe zone. But you see Yudu Gang, they're pretty much spread out. Jumper will be kind of the next checkpoint that might threaten TRX, but there's a compound right in front of them, so TRX will be able to book themselves here and wait for the next circle.
A very smart move coming from TRX. They are taking the safest route possible, just making sure that, okay, we can get by just by the edge of it all, and they don't really have to force anything at all in phase number 2 until phase 3 or phase 4 appears. Then maybe they will have to have a harder shift as Dingoes. They are now by the shores of the river. And, well, the riverbank doesn't really offer too much for now, and we'll be seeing that update coming and towards the island.
What is this circle?
Like, again, J8, they made the best move to not rotate because they knew.
They're U-turning. The two of them went through.
They knew that.
J8 just made a big U-turn. They know where they ended up just now might ended up as the final circle, because it will be chipping a bit of the mainland, but it might ended up at Sonoska military base just on the northern side of it. This is going to be a chaotic transition for those coming out from the mainland. Who predicted this?
Oh, J8, they're thinking of setting up a roadblock. They understood this is going to be a big warfare erupting in this area, and they want to be the Coast Guards right now.
Oh,
this is SMG. They're driving in. J8.
Oh, no.
They're spraying SMG. Immediately met with a barrage of bullets, and SMG, they gotta try and fight this, and Jenny will be the first one to be taken down low. They have ran into an absolute bat trap.
A little bit late for that sort of the formation of the vehicles, as Rocky has opened up a little bit of those angles in, but SMG, they're building out. They want to call it a truce as they're making another slide all the way towards the back. But
oh no, this is nowhere. SMG tried to run, but nowhere to hide. At the back line, you'd already start to bridge camp this side. Putra might just made it out, but he cannot make it. Resurgence at the back line of Yudu Gang as well. So where would they go? Jenny inside of the water, taking a dip, but still stuck on top of that bridge. Well, we have of Drax and the rest of you to get segregated while Resurgence waiting at the back line. We're talking about two-team sandwich between Resurgence as well as J8 right in front.
And Easy Alex taking on Bosco as Asta and Dido. They will be put out. This is light stuff for Easy Alex. Iron Pro will take on Putra as Resurgence. They're going to join their buddy pretty soon. SMG completely dismantled by the J8 roadblock, and they might be taken out as well. Putra with a pixel shot below the fence, not able to hit onto Iron Pro.
Oh no, Yudu Gang's gonna be crashing in towards the patrol station really soon as well. As you can see, they've already had the jumper headed in towards the corner. Small boy being knocked down. RSG in the predicament, and he gets spotted out. 2 members down from the Resurgence, and Jumper will secure the kill.
Oh, look at that. He even panning out. Jumper is really not happy with what Iron Pro did just now. You gotta read what you saw, and that's gonna be the Resurgence going down 2 members. Small boy bleeding out. No way Chillrex and Voki can reach it out to them, while Putra still taking a dip in the water. We're talking about the circle where force the players to swim. Look at how the players are just struggling from the blue right now. And those actually at the receiving end of what J8 has to offer. Nobody wants to be there at the moment.
Well, there's not much play area to work with while Yudu Gang can take the corner of the shore for the moment. Or else every one of these guys have to tank the circle for a little bit. Dingo's MZ! They got the perfect spot. After taking that corner to shore, they have just arrived at the party. Team Secret is going to be joining alongside as well. While the rest of the teams, they have no clue how to deal with this erratic circle.
Yeah, and teams that need to go through the J8 roadblock, they are stuck. And now Dingoes, if they can hold off Team Secret, they are going to be in prime position again for another chicken dinner. TRX now, they also have their own challenge to face. And it's going to be Marlino, the team that's standing between them and a possible first page finish.
What a baffling circle. I'm talking about all the teams will actually affect them mentally in the entire game here. Desperate for the circle. And also, it's going to be a huge devastation hitting them right in the brain, I say, because how the circle rotate and forcing the players to fight outside of it. It's going to be Marlino right now going against TRX, and none of this team will actually get into the circle on time if they keep overextending committed to this fight. We're talking about so many teams already merged themselves into the safe zone, and none of this team we're witnessing right now is inside of it.
Everybody has to go by the water. There's no other choice for the moment. G-Boy goes in for the battle. He will be able to clip some help coming from
wow, that's 2.
He will be able to knock him out, and now Ben needs to run out of the area here. No, not much time for him to even heal Noxie. Don't even think about that, because this is going to be closing all the way to Dingo's side. RG will lose out on Chillrex, leaving only Voki behind.
Nobody will survive from this side.
Yeah, and
I assure you.
And I would say, Jimboy, if you can't make it out, just secure those points. He's getting a bit greedy, trying to take out members of Marlino. He should just settle for those points because the blue zone is not going to help him. But Dingo's MZ, they are in prime position and they see the smoke. They know that Secret is swimming. Evo's VIP following behind. Dingo's, they just need to take out Team Secret. But it's going to be Mad Toy who finds Suns on the top of the hill.
Dock and shoot all the way for Team Secret and not wasting any more time. They know somebody will actually be the Marines and gatekeep them from the shorelines. They are prepared for the fight. For the others that are still swimming, good luck passing through. 2 Team Secret and also Dingos along that shoreline. It's going to be tough for them to get in.
Now, it's going to be Matoi here on the MK14. We'll be able to actually snipe down Leto as he takes a deeper dive. But Luxie all by himself, though. This is not a good signal for either side of these teams. They haven't really gotten much kill points either. And here comes another fight coming in for Yudu Gang.
Yep, Yudu Gang now they will be taking on Bosco as SMG runs into J8, Drax goes for spray, Resurgence goes out in the meantime, Z on the ground, Aswai has to get out of that UAZ, but it's a duo effort coming in from Yudu Gang. They flank from the side and Aswai is not going to live through this as well. Jumper bombs Z with that nade, and Bosco, they are suffering heavy casualties down to Sam and Nga against the 3 members of Yudu Gang.
Well communicated team from Yudu Gang segregated himself into the angle that they definitely want straight on. It's going to be Bosco getting themselves that solid compound to work with, but lacking manpower. On the other side, we have Team Noriko wrecking the kill number 7 for now, the highest there is, and still getting inside of the circle on time. I say they are wanting to be reckoned with. While Dingos, will they get another chicken dinner out of this?
Boyka will be able to snipe down Jenny. Team Secret takes over the entirety of the region. And look at how many teams are still in the water, while over in the other corners of the map, TNR has been able to make it. Same goes to J8, who are just a few steps behind, but Yudu Gang will be clearing from the south.
Yeah, and I think right now Team Secret are in the best spots. But if you look at J8 and TNR, they are also in a decent position as well because they have a full squad and they were able to be the first few teams to make it into the circle, cross that freeway, which is the most dangerous part of this circle. Geek Fam, they're gonna get shot by Team Secret, and there's nothing much that they can do about this due to the circumstances. Bean goes out as well. Boyka's gonna knock Jenny's helmet off his head as SMG, because of JA, they cannot catch a break.
Geek Fam feels like they are walking towards their death door, including Evo's VIP Luxy. Only one man, if I'm not mistaken, survived here. Matoy top to tap things out. The moment they dog themselves straight on their knees. Next one will be Appy. This is just
What a
hard
tap.
to watch.
Oh man, we're looking at Boyka also getting Sniper Man. Members to the side of Marlino is down as they crash out 13 plays. While Luxy just gets himself hiding by the boat, but when that circle shifts even deeper, I don't think that there's any way to go. But Team Secret definitely taking a whole lot of 3-pointers. Yudu Gang joining from behind as well. Now battling and lobbing some nades towards the side of Zuli.
Oh.
Will clip the health, and Axis NRL is the next one to fall.
That's really close to knockdown, but in the meantime, you know what happened to Team Secret. One of them being knocked down by Geek, and they're not happy what Team Secret has been doing towards them. But then Team Secret, they still have UI, the rest of the team. They are taking them down on Yudu's side, fighting against J8 now. J8 struggling, QB, and the rest of Geek Fam are just sitting ducks for now. UI will finish them off. Where is the last member of Geek Fam? Nowhere to be seen just yet. It's not the whole team being wiped out. Well, we're looking at J8, the next target for UI. This guy has been released from his leash, and he is a monster, taking 2 teams at once.
Yeah, Bosco getting eliminated by Dingoes, and after 5 consecutive horrendous rounds for Secret, it's about time for them to turn on those engines. Yuhai is gonna find snipes again. Secret keeping the entire squad alive with 7 kills in the bag so far. They are dealing with multiple teams at once. They were dealing with Geek Fan, they're dealing with Axis NRL and J8, covering multiple angles. This is Team Secret's masterclass for PUBG Mobile.
Man, this is just absolutely chaos across the fields after that sort of the circle has already subsided with that erraticness. And once again,
wow.
circle favors Team Secret, so they should be able to defend this area well enough. Evo's VIP, somehow they have still had members out there surviving, while Damroot is just hoping not to get caught out by Team Secret at the moment.
Well, as long as Dammer is still holding on, it's going to be them getting that position. Placement points is really crucial for them to get the top 4. On the side of Nab Brotherhood, they're trying to skirmish themselves towards a huge chunk of Yudu Gang members in between. Also, there's Team Secret behind. I'm not sure how the teams coming up from the southeast going to push themselves inside of a circle. We do have also Dingo's MZ, favored by the circle just now, but fallen from grace, the furthest away to get into the safe zone.
Yeah, and Yudu Gang, they are now trying to clean up J8 to secure a better position to take on Team Secret. Rocky will be down by Fredo as Damn QT hiding within the grass, but Fredo will find him with the spray as well. Alongside Drax, J8 bomb out in 9th place with 4 kills, and Evo's VIP follows suit in 8th.
Damroot still swimming. As over on the south side here, we do see Dingoes playing it very slowly. TNR, they also have a lot of frag volumes in this game itself, but now down to Sinbi Pro as well as right on the other corner. There will be Matoy as well as Rex to deal with the situation as he is getting shot. Sinbi driving past so many of these danger zones, and Yudugank now might just be pushed by the likes of Yudugank.
Oh, well, Secret actually separated himself into 2 pairs of teams here. We're talking about 2 teams dealing with TNR. The other 2 will deal with the rest of Yudu Gang. Jumper knocked down, but UI got chipped quite a lot of HP from that detonation of the nade. But Matoy finish off the rest of Tino Rico. Now might join in the rest of his members here to take down the fight against Yudu Gang, who's busy shutting down the rest of Dingos.
Yeah, Dingo's Bravo got caught up as well, but it's only Fredo left alive though. Jumper and Drax, they were also down by Secret earlier on, and this should be a Secret circle at this point. 4 members left alive, the El Clasico dwindling down to Team Secret being at the top again, but Fredo will find ice shots from across, and that will put down the firepower of Secret for now.
Guess what? The Geek Fam has snuck their way to a top 3 finish. Well, this is going to be the El Clasico, but Damroot's going to be holding on towards his position. Drax will be finished off, leaving only the final member of Yudu Gang behind. There's a chance that Geek Fam might be able to secure a top 2 finish right here, at least walk away with that solid 12-pointer to solidify themselves that 4th spot of the C finals.
Yeah,
Then all they need to do is stay quiet and wait. But in the meantime, the blue ticking in, shrinking even furthermore. He needs to dock himself on board. I'm talking about Fredo, the only member of Yudu Gang left. We're down to 4 members of Team Secret, taking one more Geek Fam here. Where can they find Damroot? Damroot is swimming inside, and they cannot spot him out. I think they can get the idea where is the rest of Geek Fam here. The moment they just showing themselves towards the coastline.
they found him.
Yep, that's gonna be Team Secret with another chicken dinner, topping it off the chart with another 3. Same goes for Yudu Gang and SMG, the most chicken dinners down.
Miramar for round number 3 of the final days of this grand final.
We're cutting by Impala. This should be headed in towards Valdemar or even the likes of Montenevo. Now, thank you for the votes, but the votes have decreased. Where have you guys been? We need more votes for our teams right here. Yudu Gang now leading with 33% as usual, as Easy Alex will have 24% on their side, and not forgetting Team Secret.
And it's okay to jump ships. Nobody's
It's
gonna
okay to jump
judge.
ships.
Nobody gonna judge you guys. But looking at them rocking their jerseys for the observers lineup. Thank you so much, Axer, Top Causing X, Zai, and Yota. Without this, guys, it's almost impossible for us to see all the great footages. Whatever happens in the game is all their eyes. Their eyes are like eagle eyes watching over for everything that gives such entertainment.
That's right,
throughout the whole
and
week.
from the Malay section, they did say that, these are the only guys that have been able to clinch all 7 chicken dinners every single day.
Oh
I
yeah,
agree.
they basically they have the highest amount of chicken dinners because they basically got all of them.
Well, the thing is, it's so rare to find good observers, and they are one of the precious diamonds down there. And but this circle, it's just contradict the flight path always. But where will it end up? Because we don't want to predict anymore. It's gonna be anywhere within that circle. As long as it's in the circle, it's gonna be one of those places.
Give me the Crater Fields finish.
Oh, you know, it might just be Trailer Park. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, if this is probably going to be another one of those scenarios where you see teams chain migrating in the earlier phases, and we might see them crash out. Hopefully, they don't repeat this mistake. Marlino was the one team that made a blunder in Sandhawk early today, so hopefully they don't repeat that again.
Yeah, the difference between this game is that the circle was not the one that's treacherous for the players. It's the flight path that
Flight
does
path,
not
yeah.
really allow them to be dropping in towards the locations that is necessary for them to loot out. Especially where Yudu Gang, who likes to get in towards La Cabrera, now they have to go for alternatives like Puerto Paraiso, which they used to do back in the days. Now Team Secret, of course, taking that really big win, and they are climbing their way back in towards that #1 spot real soon, as we are seeing them also on an early move. They have already looted Graveyard.
No, Yannick. It's going to be whole EVOS team in that one particular vehicle, by the way, and they will reunite, and hopefully EVOS, I don't think they have that much. They have literally nothing.
Nope.
Nothing at all.
And also, just now I have to point out, because of that flight path that's really on the southern side and the circle is really on the northern side, everybody seems to move in one direction, which is going to be towards the north. And everybody drop from south will bump into each other, and it's going to be huge clashes all over the place. It's going to be massive fights everywhere.
Yeah, and we talked about this, right? We saw it yesterday, I believe in Vikendi as well. All these early rotation from Irango, the teams that make the rotation in the early phase, they all suffered when the circle closes to phase number 3. But for EVO's VIP, this is one of their staple moves. They always are the first few teams to get that vehicle and start driving. Jisoo goes for a flip. But because these two teams who are rotating at the same time did not have much gear to work with, it's understandable why they're making this move.
Yeah, and for TRX, they are booking straight in towards Hacienda del Patron as they understand that, oh, many of these teams don't get to fly directly in as they have the privilege to get those sort of vehicles early on. Now, Geek Fam, I don't think they want to be inside of El Pozo for way too long, but they will still try their best to loot as much as they can.
Well, still inside of the circle, it's okay if they stay a bit more. And while waiting, it's best, we mentioned this multiple times based on 2 games earlier, don't rush the rotation too soon because it's so unpredictable. Sometimes just shift entirely different direction for the circle later. So it's okay for them to take their time to loot on, especially the teams that actually drop nearby the circle have the most advantage because the teams dropping in the southern side, they will have to pass through the compounds that are being looted before, so it's going to be empty all the way.
Yeah, and this would also allow teams to have already booked an area earlier on to probably set up roadblocks like what J8 did just now on Irango. And of course, Yudu Gang, another team that is starting off with virtually almost no gear. You can see Drax is completely dry, so he will escort one of his teammates to get to another location and perhaps book that spot.
Well, they should be reaching anytime soon, as this should be by the edges of the El Pozo, or even the...
Oh, no, it got
wow.
stopped the hell.
Oh, okay. Seems like it was just a
smooth recovery.
Smooth recovery and... wait a minute.
What?
Who dropped that bike?
Someone abandoned a bike there.
Oh, wow, that was an amazing fit and rare start to be seen. But I'm liking these guys, looks like assassins in their cloak without anything else, and now they are flying without wings, with that mountain bike for now. It's gonna be them trying to find a compound to work with, but I'm not sure if there's anybody around this corner yet because we'll wait and see if they will be actually shoot from afar. But oh well, they're not stopping for now.
I don't think there's anyone near Trailer Park because it's right at the edge of the circle, and no teams would, unless teams really make the effort, you won't really want to come from the southwestern side.
Oh, back on the motorbike, yeah, okay.
They're really making the effort though. They're going all the way towards the northern end of the circle.
I mean, like, I do prefer them to stop by a bit here and there just to loot something in case they got shot down. They still have a couple of guys. They found themselves a better pickup truck, but you know, guys can take their bike.
Is it cursed? Is it not?
Is it flipped? Is it not? Is it movable?
He just got in.
Yeah, he got in and the car flipped.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's just not meant to be.
That means bad suspension. That thing needs to send back to the workshop.
Yeah, they need to, you know.
I think certain cars have feelings. That's why every owner
now
has
you
to take
scare
care of.
So it does not like jumper.
Yeah, not at all. After he flipped that bike for twice in a row, I definitely think that maybe it will be Fredo or Drex that will be pretty much smoother with those vehicles. Over on the side of Axis and MPX, they are being on the corners of Picado, slowly looting right in, but this is still going to be quite a distance for them to cover up. Now going in towards the side of Geek Fam once more. No casualties in the span of 7 minutes.
Relatively very calm this time. I say because of the circle and the flight path just now, making it so hard for the players to start the fight. Even if they were to actually see each other in the early phase, like example, we do see Evos and Nat, if I'm not mistaken, was it? They don't even want to fight head on because of how low in terms of their loot. It's almost impossible to build up that loot at that point.
It was actually, no, it's not Net, it's TRX, right? They were driving in parallel. And I feel like for Geek Fam right now, they, sure, like last round was almost pure luck that they didn't get wiped out early on. But I think the one member that I'm keeping my eyes on for the rest of the day would be QB. I think QB he definitely has a lot of potential, but he kind of was the too soon guy on his team for multiple rounds throughout the grand finals, and it's pretty uncharacteristic for Geek Fam to kind of lose that core member. Resurgence runs into TRX.
A couple of taps have already been brought upon the side of Kim, but he will be able to swerve his way through those valleys, and yep, he will be safe this time. And for now, water treatment has been in the contention for many teams. Usually the starting point for the side of Evil's VIP, but due to the flight being so far away, I think that because it's empty, there are teams right now contesting. Now there will be a little bit of a regroup coming in from the side of TRX.
It's going to be the first airdrop, double airdrop at that back-to-back. It's going to be maybe VIP taking this. It's going to be the captain himself, Kuza. And this is also your time to shine. For the PMPL loot, it's going to be the third match here for Grand Finals Day 3. But WB, it's going to be the code for you guys to win the PMPL exclusive. We're down to the finals. And it's going to be the last day for you guys to get something free.
And
Wow.
right now with Circle moving in towards the areas of water treatment, I do think that it may still shift somewhere else, but Team Secret is already driving by. Resurgents have to get ready for multiple angles of fights here, and this is relatively concerning for even teams like EasyLX, which are rotating very, very slowly from the south.
I do see just now Tidor was knocked down, his HP being chipped multiple times. Seems that they have been engaging fights here, but on the side of Resurgence, after one team they will pick a fight against Martoy, who seems to be the scout for the team for now. But oh, that nade, he tossed it straight away the moment he picked onto Voki.
Yeah, Matoy somehow was able to avoid that, but Resurgence, like Contra mentioned, right, they gotta hold this area near water treatment against multiple teams, and it just so happens Secret will be the first team to crash in. So if Resurgence were not able to hold Secret back or wipe them out, they are not gonna be able to survive for the rest of the phase.
It seems like they want to back down from this fight, but for Rex, I'm not too sure where will they be able to get him out of that sort of area, because Team Secret might want to take him as well as the entirety of this compound itself.
Oh, Resurgence.
Resurgence, I think they're prepping for this.
They are prepping for this, but look at how Team Secret, they come, they see they will conquer, they try to corner every way possible. And this is how they always play. Same goes for you, they go for the flank side, they go for other different angles, and just making sure they shrink the place where Resurgence not even have a place to move. So I hope they won't stay inside all the time like how they did before, because if they do, it's going to be a big problem to be faced by Resurgence.
Yeah, and now looking at this side of Team Secret, they are wearing down the Mirado already. Looks to me that for the side of the members of Team Secret, they want to flank from a different sort of angle as well. So, with that being said, iShot might just be moving in towards a better area, as this phase 2 is going to be coming by as well. Warrior!
Oh, I remember the first word now.
What was the
I
first?
think it was B.
Oh, okay.
Be a warrior. Well, J8 lost Rocky. That's pretty unfortunate, losing it, I believe, to NED Brotherhood. So Resurgence just now, we saw them, 3 of those members in the compound, but where is Iron Pro? I think Iron Pro now could be the X Factor against Team Secret, because he has not shown himself on the map or around that area.
Yeah, maybe he might be scouting elsewhere as well, just making sure that maybe there is a certain prime spot that can be booked much later on. One more code for you guys, it's M86.
Oh, that works. Sounds marvelous.
Sounds perfect, right?
Astounding.
It's the effort that counts.
You crushed it.
You crushed it, exactly. Oh, there we go. Iron Pro shows himself. Let's get a couple of taps onto U-High, but Iron Pro is in a pretty decent position away from Secret's line of sight and is able to damage Secret at the same time.
But he's all alone though. He needs to make sure that he does not get clipped at all, especially with Yuhai looking back. Voki also taking a lot of all these regions.
Wow.
And this circle has been attracted to the areas of St. Martin for the past couple of matches that we saw inside of the map of Miramar.
The San Martin Mountain is really crucial if you want to keep anybody, plus getting a wide vision over every area that is around there. Seems like GigFam will climb themselves a bit of a hiking to do. While the MS, they are stuck here for now, but I'm not sure what's beyond that mountain, because Zex will try to climb it as well as the team members. While TNR, they are the one that giving such a pressure downhill. Stewart and the rest of CMB Pro and Ryan. Insomnus is a bit far from the rest of them, but most Goku got chipped quite a lot, shredded his helmet half.
I think Insomnus has been particularly quiet so far throughout the day. It was still a 9K. And his highlight reel, well, Simbi Pro chipping left and right, Ryan as well making onto the Hall of Fame. But TNR playing pretty solid as Marlino engages with Axis NRL.
Oh,
Sniper Man has already been down.
And this is the two teams that need the points the most. Another flip
Oh!
comes and Noxy will be taken down as well. Lucky that he didn't get burned down from the vehicle, but yet again, that will be a kill secure. Pin inside the grasses, nowhere to hide, and there's only a couple members left for Marlino.
Again, Marlino caught themselves in a situation where they don't even want to be. Back to back, they're having such a hard time to get the position right. And in another time, Team No Recall is actually getting a lot of kills this time around. Axis NRL, the teams that's trying to fight themselves in the top 4. This is the golden opportunity they've been waiting all this while. So can they secure 4 points or will they let the opportunity go? Because now Bamburu trying to find one more man of Marlino. Sniper Man pop himself that smoke. He makes sure everybody knows where he is. And that's a jump, leap of faith coming up from Bamburu. Whole team white. Marlino first one to be out.
Axis definitely needed that with a poor day yesterday and a poor start today. That 4 points are going to give them the confidence to now contest that 4th slot again. So fantastic start for Axis NRL. Team No Recall also managing to bag themselves 3 kills. Remember, they are tied with Dingoes at 110 points. And with that 3 kills opening, and if they can get the placement points, I would see Team No Recall competing against Axis and Geek Fam.
That's right, and that's going to be a 2-point of difference between them as well as Dingoes for the moment, because Dingoes have already secured 1 kill as well. Planting themselves inside of St. Martin is going to be pretty much decent for the side of Dingoes and San. Oh boy, I didn't mean to just curse them in any way or another, but Atai will be able to actually get that kill away, and Dingoes have to play with 3.
Oh, it's not done yet. J8 is around the corner. I'm not sure how did J8 ended up there as well. We haven't got a lot of cam on them, but looking at this, a lot of teams will have to fight themselves around Hasido de Patron. Even Water Trimmer will be overcrowded for now.
Wow.
Speaking of which, Geekfam has the highest vintage point there. Schizo got cornered by Team Secret. J8, Damansara, Team No Recall. Good luck getting out, but Net will rotate out first into the blue and coming out down from the southern side of the circle.
Yeah, you see Team Secret, they immediately drive towards the center to book the spot, but they will have to face the wrath of Easy LS. Schizo is there as well. J8 is nearby. I believe Yudu Gang is also rotating in. Resurgence, they can come in late to be the third party and steal some points away. Now J8, they are down to 3 members and they have to deal with Damansara Esports with Secret and Easy LX nearby.
Oh boy, I think that this is going to be a bad fight here. 6 of them being taken down. They don't have enough firepower here from below the hills. Boyka coming lobbing in some nades as well. As you can see, Moscow being very far behind, already getting tapped out by Damn Cutie. There's a lot of shreds coming down from below. TNR wants to bid in, and it's going to be Kim here that will be able to take Bravo, and also Imsaunus gets Moscow.
Oh, wait. Team Secret chipped in the damage as well. They are hovering around this corner where all of this team haven't even noticed. How oblivious can they get now? J8 fighting head-to-head with NSP. A lot of nade being looped down, but it's not going to hit so far. Not connected just yet. Micro Uzi swapping out to first 8K, but now NSP taking the fight over the terrain. Shot straight into Cutie's head. It's going to be Zully next. J8 caught themselves in such a situation.
What?
Whole team wiped out. Decimated by the MS. J8 stay down.
That shouldn't have been the case. Like, Damansara Esports were already being pushed out. If they had the angles right, they could have been able to do something. Small boy burns out the vehicle against the side of SMG, while Imsaunus is going to be pushing towards the side of Net Brotherhood. Imsaunus with the barrel spray, he will be getting himself prone down below. He will connect that nade. Beautiful stuff coming in from the side of TNR, and now they are flustered and bruised.
Yeah, and that is perfect for TNR. They're going to clean up the rest of Net Brotherhood. 6 kills in the bag. Net Brotherhood is still around. Ryan gets down. Still an IK Insomnus. Can they do this though? Insomnus is going to take on the last surviving member of Net Brotherhood as SMG also bomb out in 14th place.
What just happened? The fight happens. Oh, small boy fallen down.
Oh,
Voki
wait.
as well. Seems like they are driving in the same vehicle and being bombarded by another team. It's gonna be Fredo and the rest of you again. Try to force them to get out of that vehicle.
Oh,
Just
the
now, but
nade.
this nade will it connect? Waiting for April. Just rush into the compound straight away. Working around the corners of the structure, but Simbi got knocked down instead. April, can he clutch the whole team down here?
They found
and
him.
it's gonna be Nab Brotherhood resting in the lobby for now, down to 11 teams only.
7 kills for TNR so far. Perfect execution. Whole
Scary.
team was kept alive as well. So I would say TNR, they are in such a good position as Samzy will be down by Jinboy at TRX. Now they're going to challenge Evil's VIP.
Now it's Chillrex on the other end trying to kill Steal it away as well. They do have the prime areas already being booked, but TRX need to force the push right in. This is going to be a
Oh
tough
my
circle, but
God.
it will favor
What?
Team Secret yet again. Gang, they have to find a way to cut across NRL Geek Fam very far away. But if they play this slowly, it's still very much possible.
Team Secret, when it comes to reading Mirama maps, they are one of the best down there. We know how they are such a team that know every nook and cranny of Mirama. Even the rotation of a circle is so unpredictable, they can read it out loud. On this side of Skizo, he's been holding there since the start of the game up till now. And the airdrop just have to taunt the players in between. Jurex managed to kill Steal away Samzy on the back line, while Team Secret got
it's on the
themselves the best possible way ever. We're talking about Rex and Montoy playing on the downside of the hill, while the other two just being a vintage point, making sure they have all the angles covered.
Yeah, Churex also finds Kuza as well, so that is perfect for Resurgence. They at least were able to do some damage to Evo's VIP. And of course, MK14 in the hands of Team Secret. It could not have been any better, but you guys can also back yourselves on PMPL. Lure, just key in that code down there.
Seems like Kim will be able to kill Steal those sort of knocks that came in from Chillrex. So that's definitely bad news ahead. They heard those shots coming in from Chillrex, but this is the tap coming in from Axis and MPX from the top side.
Whoa.
And they will be able to knock down Jumper as well. And this is going to be a high time that Axis and MPX get some cover. They are on foot. There's nowhere for them to just hide for now. Chillrex now pushing in. They get through. And Unit Gang, they will lose out members one after another.
This
Oh
is just
God.
perfect. Churex now getting those secure points. If he goes out, at least his effort is not wasted. Now Fredo is the only one alive.
Healing.
Churex gotta heal himself and probably book it right now.
Oh, just gonna reload that magazine for now. I'm in awe how well he can clutch things out. But can he build the bridge of smoke to get out of here? It's gonna be him getting a long journey, but Fredo on the other side. It's gonna be Fredo shooting at a very long distance. Resurgent plays himself at 8th, but Fredo, the only survivor member of Yidu Gang, we know how he can clutch things out and taking what Chillrex just took just now, playing the same game as a third party.
It was interesting to note that yesterday it was Fredo that got caught up by a small boy, and this time around it was Fredo paying back upon Chillrex to say, okay, Resurgence, we got their signal, and now they got taken out at 8th place, but it was quite the frags coming in from the side of Chillrex. Now, speaking of Rex, there will also be a headshot towards the side of Appy. As Axis NRL, they are in this top 7 situation, and they want to close out the game strong.
Yeah, Geek Fam also just crashed the compound, so they'll have to do with Team Secret. TRX were able to chip in as well to take out
Oh.
Team Secret as the circle just cannot stop moving towards Secret. But look at TNR. Perfect position from the southern side. They got all angles covered. Team Secret is so occupied that TNR, they might just be able to backstab them.
Oh, the two teams that really struggling, desperate for the 4th spot here. Both Geek Fam and also this Axis NRL. Another one will be Team No Recall, ranking up the kill number. TRX is not standing out as well. 7 kills for now. They are bleeding out Ziso in the meantime, trying to pop the smoke away. Yuhai and also Rex in front, being the front liner. But Shredded Helmet of Jinboy, I'm not sure how much he can last here because they are gatekeeping this quite hard on the side of Team Secret, losing Montoy on his knees as the time being.
Well, we're looking upon the skies as there will be Jinboy going in for the revival already. Only 1 kill so far for the side of Team Secret. But over on the lower side, it's going to get even more interesting. It's NRL Geek Fam And also the final member of EZLX still by the corners, and they don't have the zone just yet.
Oh!
But Yuhai!
What a name from Yuhai from downtown as well. Yuhai within the shack. He's gonna buy himself some time to poke it because Team Secret are being pressured from all angles. Yuhai also sees Kim but not able to take him out as Fredo actually steals Jinboy away from Team Secret. With all these teams converging, Fredo will be avenged upon by Jisoo. Yudu gang, they finally get taken out.
This is cerebral PUBG Mobile we're talking about. All the teams have to make critical judgment in the nick of time. Team Secret UI out in the open only have barricades of none other than vehicles there. Rex inside of that shack in between so many teams surrounding them at the edge of a circle. Gig Fam touching that rim as well. Leto and also Easy has one member left. TRX just rampaging down members of Team Secret but taken down by Leto across that street.
This is a very good game for the side of TNR. They not only get the circle, they have that elevation. Everyone else is just down below. If they need to move in even further, TNR can just put in all those bullets from above. Damner's going to be finding the last member of Axis NRL MPX. They will finish at 6. And while the side of Geek Fam, they do have the numbers still, but these are not angles that they can be comfortable with.
Yeah, and you have Skizzo still being the ninja right there. He was one yesterday in the winter fields of Vikendi, but he's doing the same in the deserts of Miramar as well. This circle still kind of favors EZRX a bit more, but Skizzo will have to move pretty soon as he's tanking the blue. TNR now, they spot out TRX who are crippled against Secret.
I have to agree, TNR having the best compound, best position to play with. Look at how a lot of pits in between and that straight headshot. Getting a lot of damage chip on the side of TRX there. On here, if they were to advance forward, it's not impossible for TNR. Look at how many terrains they can abuse this one.
Yeah, right now in the top 4 situation, we already see Schizo bowing out with one knockdown coming from the side of Geek Fam as well. A little damage being done for the side of Insomnus, while Geek Fam needs to actually push upwards right now, getting a couple of drinks already inside, and the circle still favors the side of TNR. Meanwhile, right outside of the zone, we do see members of the side of TRX. They need to poke it. There's not many areas left. Rex already being spotted out by QB, but he will not be able to flush him down just yet.
Oh,
yeah.
wait for it.
If TNR takes out TRX right now, they're going to be in the best position for that chicken dinner. You can see Janet is down. TRX, they're down to one member. TNR, with a bit of more patience, they will be able to claim that top of the mountain with the circle in their favor. So TNR, with their forces spread out, 2 watching TRX and 2 watching the low ground. Rex, he can be the X Factor to take out Geek Fam, but Insomnus will be shot by QB.
It's go time for TNR. They cannot waste any more time anymore because the shrink of the blue is real. And Geek Fam making sure they stay where they were. No way out from there. The moment they try to climb down, it's going to be the Eagle saying the goodbye with a nade alongside of Damrude. And it's going to be it, cooking it out. And no, Ryan will be knocked down, not just yet. Simbi Pro got fired by TRX in between. And Rex just staying in the shack, being smoked up, now waiting for the time. Geek Fam, they are the best defenders here, even though they got the lower ground, but they stand it strong.
For the moment, TNR just have absolute control. The only difference maker right now could be Geek Fam, with Damroot already coming in from the edge. Now Rex also needs to tank the zone. And QB already knows that there's going to be some bear out there. That's going to be a no-look nade to be able to actually secure one more pointer for the side of Geek Fam. Now down to the top 2. It's between them as well as Team No Recoil.
Yeah, Geek Fam have the man.
This is their chance. They needed the chicken dinner. They needed that top 4. And TNR only down to one last member. This should be it. Geek Fam, after 3 days, they booked their first chicken dinner.
Wow, this game couldn't have got better than this.
As we jump into the second half of the final day, let's go to Vikendi.
It's gonna be super cold, but not as cold as who is sitting in this studio right now. But the 24% of Easy going up this time, 11% for still the same. But the voters have spoken to the 3% on still Yudu gang. Nobody taking them down for the crown. Witness this, guys. Last grand finals Vikendi map, and this is before we end. We're still gonna see a couple of, observers line up as always. Look at how Ngek just dancing behind Extra there. And we have Top Cast, and we have also Zai, Yoda. You guys can hit them up in their media social because they have a lot of knowledge when it comes to tournament production. They can teach you if you want to know.
And let me just say this. I remember at the start of the league, again, we get the circle. But
It's the same as
I
yesterday.
remember at the start of the league, we celebrated Yota observing its 100th game. He's
Yeah.
now at the 200 mark.
Imagine
The
how many
amount of
games.
growth that we have witnessed the observers go through.
That's right. Game after game, things just get better and better.
It's
and
the
we
same.
just love the entirety of the progression. But this circle so far, I do notice most of the time, every single map, it seems like there's a gravity field that pulls the circle all the way up northwards.
And remember the very first game of the league where PPG got that chicken dinner? It was the exact same circle.
Okay, we don't have to go that far. It was the same as yesterday.
Yeah, I'm just saying this circle has a huge, has a long
Literally.
history.
Literally
Yeah.
yesterday's. But you know, this time the circle won't ended up at Zabava probably because we know that the game just love to throw the players and those actually watching.
Yeah, there's a long history for this circle, and it just keeps coming. Deja vu, ladies and gentlemen, deja vu.
Oh man, Vikendi, a lot of problem spaghetti.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Spaghetti coat,
Yeah, spaghetti mom.
palms sweaty,
Yeah,
knees
knee
weak,
heavy.
arms are heavy.
Yeah. All wiggly, but yeah, never mind that. But speaking of Ikuti, the name sounds very innocent, but the circle is brutal for the players. First, we have Gig Fam around the cement factory, if I'm not mistaken, is it? Yep, and the others are just scattered all over the place because of how the circle will be. Okay, the thing about the circle, we cannot predict it, even though it's the same pattern as yesterday, but the ending will be differ.
Dingo tried to predict it. They went to port yesterday when the circle happened, and it kind of ran
defies
away.
them.
Yeah, it ran away from port, and it was towards, I believe, the a bit northwestern side of Cosmodrome. Evo's VIP was in the center of it. But let's see if Dingoes would make the same move, because Evo's VIP yesterday, I didn't like them leaving Cosmodrome. Hopefully they make changes to that.
And I believe that with a very familiar circle for many of these players out there, they should be able to get themselves pretty much safely in towards the areas where they have already notified themselves that, okay, we remember seeing these teams around the corner, and it seems to me that Resurgence will be the one taking Volnova moving further down south. This is something that is very different as compared to what we usually see them looting across Abbey, Tovar. But yeah, they're a very long shot away from the circle.
And
Well,
also-
we did mention about them not rushing too fast about
Yeah.
going to circle. I think this is one of the good example here, just to loot up first, build it up, then only move into the circle, because we never know where the second circle will end up.
Yeah, and of course, Resurgence for the second half of today, Y2K will actually be playing in Vikendi rather than Chirag. So we'll see if the dynamics is going to shift in favor of Resurgence for now, because Y2K has been sitting out on a couple of those rounds in the grand finals as well as towards the end of the league. So maybe this return will shake things up a bit.
That
Yeah.
makes me wonder, is J8 being played by Boyka as well?
I'm not too sure. We're going to be looking out for him as well later if we do get the side of J8 Esports. So with that being said, Chorex as well as Y2K will be sharing the same amount of games throughout the entirety of the grand finals. Hopefully with this change, maybe Resurgence can just bounce back up for the final 3 matches, because they need to get themselves back in towards position. The best finish that they had was on 8th place at the start of the day, but after that, it's been quite a number of rough games for the side of Resurgence. Now Marlino, also the same. We saw them getting that chicken dinner the other day, and they were looking so promising, but today, a couple of too soon moments out there, and now they're facing off against Evo's VIP, having Kuza by the corner, and Kuza will drive further away.
Yeah, it's not worthwhile for them to actually invest too much time. Maybe just get a better positioning. But speaking of Evos and also Marlino, I say this is another round 2 fight for each of this team. They have been. You remember Evo is actually the one who, I think they wiped Marlino, who's trying to go on the boat venture back then. So this is going to be another revenge fight between these two teams, but I'm not sure if EVOS actually want to take this fight or even committed to it, because they do know it's not worthwhile to take the fight when it's not even necessary. But look at Sam Z. Interesting.
A lot of hesitation from Evo's VIP though. They were patrolling around the coastline, but you can see Easy actually just drive by. This is called decisive one, but they're going to drive into the crosshair of Marlino.
Asa already being knocked out there by Luxy with a really great spray down, as we see a lot of names. Yep, Boyka will be playing But Vic OP now all alone by himself. He's going to be having the Tigers getting those bullets shot at him as they're already eliminated. And now down towards the lower side, he spots out Appy as well.
Oh, look at that spray coming from Kuza at the flank side. Now he has to focus on what's in front as well. But it will be covered by Sam's knife positioning. But on the side of Marlino, they are taking the advantage as well. Everybody start to move. Well, we have probably, potentially one more team coming in. It's going to be Damansara. But I'm not sure when will they arrive. Evo's going under the bridge. Appy stuck there. While the rest of Axis and NRL just have to force the fight against Marlino. Little, he can come from the backside, but he need to make the timing perfectly well done. If not, the whole team will go down.
Yeah, Appy all alone though. If he gets taken down, then there's not much that they can work with here. NRL, they could not afford to bow out early, and now getting spotted already. A little bit of push and pull coming in from the side of Evo's VIP, needing some man to actually do something. No time to heal. Appy goes down.
Yeah, and J8 also got eliminated. The first team to bomb out with only 1 point. What is happening to J8? Axis NRL forcing this fight pretty uncharacteristic, and they will be punished as well. They lose Appy, they lose Pemburu, Evo's VIP and Marlino. They were supposed to clash, but Axis comes in, spoils the party, and gets punished for it.
The underdog has been awoken. I talked about this before. They might not be making it out for the top 4 or even the top 8, but they will try to make it hard for Axis NRL. Now Leto have to take this fight very cautiously. If he make a mistake once more, mishap like that, how he did just now, it's gonna affect the overall standing. They might lose the spot in the top 5.
I don't think he even thought about the enemy's locations, and he think that being in the water is going to be safe for him, but apparently not so.
Yeah, and remember earlier on, Easy Alex drove through. Yeah, they lost Star, they lost Fake OP, but these two remaining survivors, surprisingly, still stuck around, and it paid off. They at least get to pick off this last member of Axis NRL.
Oh wait, just now the fight just exposed so many teams' position, and now Damansara trying to do the housekeeping, hovering around the crosshair on Easy. There's only Schizo and also Tito left. The other two is gone and dusted, but now to Damansara, there's gonna be 2 extra points, but can they make it to the top 8?
Well, we'll have to find out whether will they be able to do so. For the record, Easy Alex have lost those members as well, so they are pretty much scattered apart from those sort of the compounds. While this will cover Schizo for a short moment, while Damansara Esports, although they have no kills, they have possibly one of the best locations to hold.
Yeah, and I think Easy Alex, they won't have much ground to work with as long as Damansara is around, but this circle still has the unexisting island within its grasp, so we only have 50% land. And again, the center point is where most teams are rotating towards, with Evo's VIP in the center, but that was also where we saw the early conflicts erupt. Geekfan coming in from the side with TNR behind them. The teams that rotate later will have a bigger advantage, I feel.
And ultimately, the one that's here in the middle will be wiped out first, and the one coming out very late rotation might just win in the game because they don't have to go too much here. Those unnecessary fights will be avoided. But on the side of SMG, they are number 1 for now. But how long can they stand on their ground? How long can they hold their crowns? Because seems like they are very close by when it comes to the points. When it comes Team Secret and Youth again behind them, tailing the points away. They need more kills to secure that spot.
Just a little bit of history for all the players of the side of Team SMG. They have never been able to hold the championship title. Now's the best time. Putra hopped over multiple teams, Evo's VIP, back then in Arov, and now this is going to be them finally having the best possibilities to be able to clinch the trophy by the very end. But we're looking at the side of TRX. Element is rotating over on towards the side where RSG is also cutting across, so they will really have to look out for a little bit of where RSG will possibly dock by, and now they're trying to part ways, moving further in towards the eastern side.
Yeah, to tank a bit of the blue, but it's the first phase. I feel like that is definitely a safer option. There's so much more time to work with, but we have this airdrop that no players can get. But it doesn't mean that viewers can't get anything though. We still have this PMPL loot that you can redeem with the giveaway code, and we have the 4th catchphrase for today. It's going to be B.
I think I know what the final few words are.
Yeah,
I can guess.
I can kind of guess as well.
We'll leave it as mystery for now. We just leave it there, be there. But you know, just recap again for you guys because it's the finals of the very finals day. Be a warrior. Be
Be,
dot dot
be a warrior, be a I think
dot dot.
dot
Yeah,
dot.
Camel?
big
Oh, maybe you can.
Be a
Camel
king?
does- Oh, be a king.
be a champion, be the one.
Oh,
There's a lot. There's a lot of possibilities.
I think I got the idea already. But on the
All
side
right.
of Resurgence, they parked themselves on the rim of a circle. Yudu coming up from the
Oh my goodness.
eastern side, south of
Oh,
a
boy.
Cosmodrome. Holy smoke, this is going to be a tough war. The next circle will pop out and it will be where the players want to gather in. We're talking about having that position is paramount for the players. If they are late, they will be gatekept. If they are too early, they will be surrounded.
A very interesting rotation for the side of Yudu Gang. Usually they will take the west side, and this time around, they're not looking to do so. And now with TRX as well as Resurgence already by the edge of it all, maybe there might just be possibilities of Yudu Gang getting taken out as well.
Yeah, and I see, Evo's VIP, they are rotating away from the compounds. So they're giving the area over to Marlino. Marlino can get the, guard the bridge as teams comes in with Team Secret behind them. Not sure what the idea for Evo's VIP is because there's not much space to work with. They probably found a new compound, and right outside there will be the second airdrop of this game.
Now, I do want to know if there's any white ghillie suit. Because Kizo will be happy if he got himself that. But you know what? We might have another ninja with a white suit later with a different team. But this is going to be prepares or QVP for you guys to catch up PMPL loot. It's going to be a set of mate with a micro Uzi if you want to be a snowman and play in the snow. Or even be a stewardess in the air in the fight of Captain Cloud. Or just take away the chew boxer with plus 10 attraction points. And you know what? This is going to be the last day you guys can claim yourself PMPL loot. So it's going to be the last chance.
Yeah, I like how smooth that one went. Like you just, well, nailed it perfectly. Read it out to the crowd as well. Make sure you guys claim everything that you guys can to be one of the lucky viewers to be walk away with something. Inside Cosmodrome, this is where Yudu Gang has arrived. They spot more vehicles, but Iron Pro, he's all by himself though. And Janik has already moved right in. This is where the teams here might just clash. Iron Pro trying to reposition himself. Same goes to Ziso as he takes over that area.
Yeah, and when you have almost all the teams left alive and so less ground to work with, you have to kind of force yourself into the inner part of the circle if you are on the outskirts. And this is the case for TRX. Same for TNR as well. They gotta get past Geek Fam.
Of all the teams that should be fighting, these two teams, the one that actually skirmishing themselves to get to squeeze into top 4, TNR and Gig Fam. Only one will survive, and the one that survives will take away that ticket for the Southeast Asia Grand Finals. Be careful now, they don't want to take the fight too much, but you do start to fight off against Resurgence first. That kind of not going as we planned before, but you know what, Parang, with that vintage point, he will just take away that kill from Y2K, bleeding out. It's going to be him finishing it. Where are the rest of Resurgence?
Yeah, and was about to point out Yudu Gang, the fact that they're on the outskirts of Cosmodrome will give them an advantage, and the circle closes even towards the center. Same as yesterday. We're moving away from port, but at least Dingo's MC this time, they parked themselves at coal mine. But Resurgence, now they have to make a decision whether to push past TRX or they go towards the northern side and run the TNR and Geek Fam.
This is going to be very difficult for every single one of these teams. Although the scenarios are pretty much similar, we've already seen every prime area already being booked out. So this means that many of the teams, they cannot blindly rotate, and if they do, it's very easy to just spot them out, take out them with that sort of spray down on those vehicles. And now with Insomnus being so far away from Sin Pro, it's even harder with Geek Fam by the edge of it all, needing to squeeze in.
I won't lie, I feel a bit relieved the moment Team No Recall taking the longer rotation here to fight against Bosco instead of Geek Fam, who is in dire need to get the position points plus the kills too. Here we have Insomnus and Orion in the back line. I'm not sure where it's Stewart, probably just going to be the scout on the different side and angle, but on the side of Bosco, they get the idea there's somebody around there, and that vehicle sound will obviously expose where they will, but Geek Fam kind of being notified as well.
I mean, TNR, they are now caught in the worst possible position. They have to make a choice on whether which team they want to take on. Do they want to take on Geek Fam, the team that is stopping them from top 4, or do they want to choose a different route and challenge Bosco instead? Either way, the circle is going to close in and they will have to make a move.
I think it's better to take on the side of Bosco first because they will have more of the land area to work with right after. Although it's going to be a lot harder. That's right. I mean, whichever one that they want to take on, they're hoping to get those kill points. But now, with Yudu Gank also marching alongside the way.
Oh, no. This is going to be a mess. Look at this. Just parking there at the back line of where all the other teams are. Jumper just in between Stewart and Geek Fam. That just happened. He made a big U-turn, backtrack a bit. Stewart start to fight for every single person that moves. He will shoot it down. Fredo and also park himself down just around the corner, but I think he will take a big U-turn as well. They will not stay here for Yudu because they are not being welcomed.
This is important for Stewart though because he is away from his team as always for the past few rounds. Even yesterday, being on flank watch, he has been catching a lot of teams off guard, but this position is the most exposed position that he has ever put himself in, and if Geek Fam catches wind of that, TNR might be dismantled.
I'm really concerned for him, but yet again, he's also the one that can enable some sort of great flanking maneuvers for the side of Team No Recall at the moment. But Yudu Gank, they want to crash in towards the vicinity of Stewart 9K. This is going to be a big U-turn coming out from the side of Yudu Gank. I don't really care about this airdrop, but you guys should if there's going to be any codes.
Yeah, AWM that no one can get, an adrenaline shot that no one can get. Just key in this code. This is at least something that you can take home. The players get nothing.
Yeah, you know, it's just for the side, seeing things that we're looking through the game.
You know what? The end game statistics, they should include how many airdrops have dropped in the water.
I have to agree. I have to agree. Maybe just how many airdrops has not been looted because those are not being looted usually in the water. But next circle will pop. It's gonna be same as yesterday.
And you said it's not gonna happen, and guess what? It happened.
Yeah, we jinxed it.
It's okay. It's okay.
But,
I mean.
Speaking of which, just now, those actually, the heavy fight teams are not inside of circle, and the blue is shrinking in for the more next 40 or 35 seconds left. They will have to budge here. They don't want to overcommit, overstay themselves.
TNR, Geek Fam, and Bosco will be forced to move. Yudu Gang, fortunately, they've already rotated, alongside away from the area where Geek Fam was parked, so maybe Yudu Gang will have more space to work with. But if you are teams like TRX, TNR, Bosco, you gotta make a move right now. And TNR, they're pulling the trigger.
Team No Recall now tries to push away members inside of Bosco, but they are gonna be rotating down below the bridge. This is gonna be spotted out by Ryan. No good sign. This is gonna be a straight line of sight for him to spray down. Not enough to break the vehicle though. But now with another drive-by, this is going to give Ryan a second chance.
He sees him.
He saw! And now he tried to conquer, and in the meantime, there's going to be the vehicle being halted there, but they have one more. Will they hop into the vehicle, or will they just stay to take up the fight? Yudu gets still taking off the blue. Geek Fam start to go, and it's a go time for them. They try to migrate, but will be stopped by TRX in between now. TRX, they're still at the rim of a circle. It's okay for them to stay here for a bit more.
Yeah, TRX, they will have to deal with Geek Fam for now. Yudu Gang is nearby, but Yudu Gang will be forced into this compound by the blue regardless, and they also have the vehicle to work with. So Geek Fam, the team that's stranded in front of that frozen lake, will be the main focus for TRX.
Oh man, it seems like it's a three-way warfare. They're trying to shoot over the side of Geek Fam as well. Jumper will get one, but Jumper is very, very far away, and he's already taking a lot of damage trying to heal up. TRX won't be able to actually find any of these members inside of Yudu Gang, but Jumper responds.
Yeah, Jumper's gonna shoot Jinboy in the back, and Jinboy is just gonna make a run for it with Janik backing him up. Great cover fire from TRX, so Jinboy will be able to find cover. But Geek Fam, even though they're in the inner circle, in the inner parts of the circle, they are pretty much exposed because their vehicles are pretty much busted. Jumper goes down to play zone. Yudu Gang might not have much time to work with unless they brute force through Geek Fam.
Oh no, they're being actually denied entrance entirely by TRX, and also will be Geek Fam staying there, but Yudu Gang will not stand down. Farron keeping the pressure on, but next circle, EVO's
Oh.
VIP pulled themselves first. They got quite a record number of kill, but those actually fighting here, the furthest away from the circle. If they don't move now, it will be the end for all these teams.
TNR, they're poking it. They're poking it past Bosco, and Nga is going to be down by Simbi Pro. The entry fragger from TNR, trying to enable the team's entrance across the bridge. This is going to be huge if they make it through. Redo gets shot by QB as Yudu Gang. They desperately want to get through this. Drax is going to play the healing game, but Jin Boy sees Man Parang, and that's a free pickup for TRX.
It's blow for blow coming in from these three teams, and Yudu Gang now in dire situation. They want to take the championship points, but with so much pressure outside the blue, not stopping anytime at all. The first 8 kit now being popped. Jenny and the rest of SMG drives right by safely, and I'm not even sure how were they not caught out by TNR as well as Morlino.
Because Insomnia's on his knees, and Stewart will be next one. We have one more member left, which is going to be Ryan. I'm not sure where the whereabouts of Sim B, because he's nowhere to be seen for now, running around across that bridge underneath it, while we have Z just working around the stone structures. Here we have TRX coming in. Ziso is on beneath that bridge as well. Yudu Gang being eliminated.
Wow.
That's not a surprise because they have no way out. We talk about Team Secret on top of that hill. SMG parked themselves around the corner. It's going to be a hell break loose moment here because all 6 teams might be 7 playing it out loud and
Z.
Z.
This is perfect. They rush Z so that they can also revive Insomnus, but Asfa is from the side though. So TNR only still 9k is left alive, but he got to Insomnus. Insomnus was knocked down first. TRX now gonna crash the party. They're gonna take out Merlino on the other side. This is an absolute mess. TRX in the building, and Marlino, they gotta hold the fort.
This is a madman just crashing it through, and somehow they make it out of that sort of scuffle between Geek Fam and now down to Earth inside of Z. So he might be burnt up, but he's not burnt out just yet with Sniper Man over on
Huge thing!
peak, and Sniper Gang goes down.
That was worthwhile to tank the bullets for a bit more, but now Team Secret chips in as well. You are getting on TRX, Mato taking on Jim Boy. The rest of TRX only have to rely on Kim right now. All of the teams are too focused on what's in front. They forgot the angles that might have to be covered temporarily, but Mato finish off Jim Boy. That's Team Secret getting so many points of kills. Janik leading out. Really, Kim needs to save him ASAP because the blue closing in.
Team Secret gets that perfect view on everyone possible on that corner. TNR makes it through. They can just cut by. While RSG, they're crashing over side of Tidor as well as Skizo. The 2 remaining members actually taking down 2 members inside of RSG. Voki, the next one to fall as Skizo rakes up 3 points in the form of RSG.
Yeah, and RSG now they have to rely on Iron Pro 1 versus 2. We've seen Iron Pro do this before, but he has to make a decision quick. This is not easy though. Fortunately for Resurgence, they are closer to the circle, so Easy Outlets will be forced to push past Resurgence.
Oh, Tito tossing that net, it won't hit so far. The angles are perfect, but not enough. Iron Pro getting himself cower in this pitch black place, and Eve was just across him as well. He has nowhere to go. The moment he pop himself on that snowmobile, he'll be go down instantly. And we're talking about one more team. Damansara Esport is on the higher ground. He has to decide whether to move or not, and now the rest of Easy slowly creeping in behind. He heard them. He want to move, but he tried to be patient. Here we have Marlino Sniper Man looking over TRX just across that structure building, and now Kim start to make a move.
Well, with TRX still having Janik alive, it seems like Kim will have that revive going through for him. 2 versus 2 for Molino in South as they will try to get themselves by the edge, but here comes Janik already going in for the spray down as well. Kim tries to actually pull through with those bullets sent inside the window pane, but there hasn't been any sort of the killer angles. Oh, Kim gets shot.
Oh, TNR, they made it past! And now they're gonna chip in as well. Kim goes down. TNR, they're trying to reap all of this, but Asfa actually finds Stewart 9k from the back. So TNR, they're down to 2 members. Bosco, they're not down with TNR just yet. They want to take revenge, but Asfa will be snuffed out. Simbi Pro finishes him off.
The ones that's winning this will be Team Secret. Based on this, they are not focused on what's in the middle inside of a circle, but we're looking at one more team here. Team No Recall start to fight against Team Secret. Damansara taken down on Gig Fam. Please don't finish off Kim in the last minute, but Marlino has to go out. They need to get into the circle. They are pretty low right now, but the moment they step out, they have to face so many teams outside. It's going to be Team Secret. It's going to be Team SMG.
Well, no matter what, Janik has to pick up that fight, and for now, Geek Fam crashes out tier 12 plays. They only secured 1 point in terms of kill for the moment. Team Secret having the elevation right up above, and Marlino running out in the open and getting caught out by the side of Insomnus. But good news is that they still have Noxie available, but Noxie gets caught out as well. But they get the focus on Ben.
Another point for Team No Recall. Insomnia's gonna find a second one to Noxie as well. 7 total kills for TNR so far. Geek Fam, they bombed out earlier on, so this is a great chance for TNR to make a comeback.
And now, Team No Recall is not giving any mercy to any teams, even though there are only 2 members left. But Damansara tried to touch the rim of it, and SMG parked themselves right in the middle. But how long can they stand on their ground? They have to defend their fortress there, and Team Secret marching in with 4 men. The most men right now saying goes for Damansara, but easy here. Playing alongside with Iron Pro, bleeding out, playing the healing game. Psycho in the outskirts, as well as tanking the blue. Who will go down first? Now is the calm before the storm, but never mind, the storm has happened. Mosgoku chipped down on Schizo.
Damansara having the high ground, they will have to face Secret and SMG in a bit. The Molly does get tossed out, so Easy is kind of stuck, and Tito finally finds Iron Pro, the last survival resurgence that has been crawling through it as TRX. They finally get taken out.
It's going to be a revival on towards Schizo. Now 2 versus 1. They can't prime a nade. Iron Pro has to be extremely careful about this.
Oh no, the nade seems like perfect one. Will it pop to yes?
Wow.
Oh my goodness me, that angle was perfect. Beautiful nade dropping by Easy, getting himself 1 more kill points, even though they are pretty low in firepower. But now Psycho bleeding out. He's still playing the healing game, squeezed himself in the last minute. But down to Team Secret, shredded helmet on UI. But he's still moving forward.
SMG.
On top of SMG. Hello, surprise, motherfucker, taking 1 down. It's gonna be Trix first. Who are the rest of member SMG now? Playing in the shack. They are cowering. And he found out. He almost got knocked down. But hello again. That's another friend for you.
Yeah, that is perfect from SMG. They get to ambush you high. Sure, Putra is now down, but they will manage to cripple the firepower of Team Secret. Jenny now gets set on fire, forced out of his compound as Rax will be here to avenge his fallen brother. The explosion from the vehicle will be enough, and SMG, they are moving no more. Team Secret though, they lose you high.
9 kills in the back for the side of Team Secret, and you saw Team SMG only had 1 kill. Now that they crashed out earlier, I think that this might just be a retake coming in for Team Secret back towards the top of the standings. But look at TNR. They only got Insomnus just healing by the blue zone, but Evo's VIP down towards the top 3 positions. Insomnus will be able to just backstep them, and it's going to be Mosgoku that spots out Kuza. With that 3 spray, Insomnus goes down.
But it's more than enough. They got 7 kill points already. Now Evo's VIP with the kill instant, but Brown one, while a lot of team bleeding out, Team Secret still going strong, taking bit by bit, chipping off the members of Evo's VIP, and they are not doing anything. Samzy still staying down.
Yeah, look at Secret, 12 kills already. They have 3 members left alive. Damansara working with 4, but Evo's VIP again. The second time today, they make it to top 3, but pushing through that freeway costed them 3 members. Damansara is their chance right now. Rex gets shot, finds refuge behind that stone. He's so darn low, and Samzy has no vision of him.
For the moment, we can see that Damansara Esports also being very, very healthy right here. Though they don't have to circle, they will have to pass through eye shots right here. And for the moment, it seems like he will be able to get pretty much great angles upon everyone else once
the
subsides.
nade! The nade has hit, and now iShot is running himself out! Oh no, almost half HP gone there, iShot. He is just all over the place. He panicked, but he still found himself in a better terrain to work with now. Damansara, will it be their first ever chicken dinner in the grand finals? Or will it be defied by Team Secret? He keeps on hunting them down. Samzy bleeding out here. He has to get use of that Gilstead among this grass, but he tried to creep it in very slowly.
Yeah, and Samzy, he might be the next Schizo at this point, but Secret, because they rotated away, they actually make it to the center of the circle. Damansara coming in from behind. They gotta take this fight right now. Secret, they are split apart. One pickoff can change the entire landscape of this upcoming fight. And Damansara, they're poking it, they're rushing in, and NSC's gonna get shot first.
Oh, there's also members of the side of Evo's VIP that they have to look out for. Ichang, the first one to fall, while iShots trying to get even more of that vital information to be able to secure this win. One big nade coming towards the side of Ichang and Six.
They're rushing.
And they will be able to cheer off the rest of DMS with one member behind. Make that none. And Evo's VIP will on the other edge.
Oh man,
Perfect.
this is just VIP left on second place, Samzy. I'm not sure how he will clutch this, but this is the Angel of Death coming, creeping in, running. You have nowhere to run and hide. Team Secret take the crown back, making themselves the most chicken dinner team again in the grand finals.
Let's go to Irango, the last time we will see this map in a long time for the Pro League, as the community votes now show Yudu Gang still at the top, followed by Easy LX, then Team Secret.
Yeah, we've seen pretty much a great distribution at the very least. Everyone gets a vote. Thank you for increasing the number of voting out there. The next game will be the final one where we need you guys to vote again. And these are your guys out there bringing you all the games.
They stand at the
Then, yeah, pointing in the wrong direction. Exer wants to go in for the face palm, but he's just going to keep himself pretty much with a straight face. He's like, oh, man.
And
Yeah.
you know
Why
what?
do we always have the camera on top of us?
But
I mean-
we don't get to see that much after this. It's going to be 2 more games, and you know, observers, thank you so much.
I mean, if you're Exer, you probably got used to this by now. Like 5 weeks with these goons. But they're great people.
Yeah, they are fun to
They are
work
fun
with.
to be around with. Like,
Yeah, even hanging out. If you guys want to, you know, get a cup of coffee with them, just hit them up in their social media because they are really, really friendly.
Are they single? Yes.
Most of them.
Yeah.
Except for Topcast.
Except for Topcast, yeah.
Oh, this circle.
Isn't this the same circle?
A little bit different. This time moving slightly down towards the island
Right,
a little
right.
bit. But you know, that was a big scam.
You
The
know-
last
That-
round was a huge scam.
I have to agree. I'm scared the same thing happened
Yeah,
again.
this could be a scam as well. You know, like the circle is like, yeah, we are moving towards Fairy Pier and Primos.
This is nightmare because now all the teams are confused. Do they cross the bridge? Do they not cross the bridge? Do they stay here? Do they stay on the mainland? Where would they go? So maybe just to secure themselves in a better position, be sure they have themselves a boat or vehicles to start with.
It'll be even funnier if it moves all the way to the east side or the west side.
Can you
like,
not make it more terrible than it
With the
already is?
JA roadblock
it's worse
once
than
more.
it's not as worse as the island for sure, but
Yeah.
I want to see something different. Like the last
We
round
saw it today.
was ruthless. Like Team Secret was having the time of their lives, just taking all those kills by the river, taking the kills by the land. There's nothing that can stop them. And hey, seems like my prediction so far running pretty well.
Well, the thing is, I think most of the teams kind of learn for their mistakes and mishaps is not to just go into the center of circle too early.
Yeah, and sometimes it's arguable, right? I believe, actually this afternoon when during lunchtime, Sultan, you know, from the BM broadcast, he did say sometimes you gotta, his theory, his way, his art of war for PUBG Mobile. Sometimes you gotta take over the center of the circle, but I feel like it's situational, right? Depends on where the circle is formed from the beginning, and when you have to be forced to take a swim in the ocean, then perhaps you don't want to book that center too soon.
Yeah.
I like the fact that there's also a vending machine inside of Primorsk.
Yep,
It's a sign. That's
That's
where
a
the circle is
sign.
gonna end up.
probably.
Watch this.
Or
Watch.
just chill and take a sip of Mountain Dew for the Mansara. They can do that. Even the colors of the tags is almost the same.
Oh yeah. Do the deal.
Do the Dew, do the Damansara
It's a
Dew.
big deal right now.
Well, speaking of Dio, it reminds me of a dear friend from Thailand. We
Oh,
do
yeah?
miss him very much. Shout out to you, Zafar.
Yeah, he's
Uh,
like a gentle giant, but
Yeah, he's a gentle giant, and he also loves a whole lot of Mountain Dews the time that we were spending together.
maybe why he's being called as Dew. The moment, you know, it kind of rhymes there. But you know, his real name is totally different. But back for the game, Gig Fam, okay, they are in a very red, critical overall standings. They have to be sure they're not whiffed it, they don't botch it. They have to be extra careful, position first, then down to the next 5 teams, maybe in a few circles left, then we
yeah.
can start fire.
Yeah, this is where Geek Fam, if they have to play like how they did in the previous Irango round, no kills, just placing points,
It's
then they
okay.
have to do it. Right now it's totally okay. You just don't want to be the first few teams to get knocked out with absolutely nothing. is do or die right now for Geek Fam. TNR, you can say the same for them as well. Sure, they have probably caught out or at least tied with Geek Fam, but they still need one more good round where Geek Fam fumbles to really lock in that spot.
All they need is just staying top 5 all the way. I think it's more than enough they can secure that spot.
And don't forget Axis and our MPX.
Oh,
If
yeah.
this
Oh, yeah.
team gets a chicken dinner, most likely the case, they can be able to just get more points than the teams that was mentioned. And the last game is just anyone's to take.
But you know what? I do want to see if the page 2 players on the teams actually get themselves that chicken dinner that they have been deserving throughout the entire week, entire grand finals even. Imagine if the team that been quiet all the time, for example, even Net Brotherhood, we mentioned them before, hopefully like Resurgence, even Bosco, I already got himself once, Evo's VIP even, the teams that haven't made their debut yet, I hope they can actually still making it out for the last 2 games.
I hope so too.
Yeah, I think Net Brotherhood is the team that at the start of the league they were completely overshadowed by Tara, Assassino, but the script flipped as we went through the season, right? Net Brotherhood made it onto a really decent standing on the second page, but right now they are still on the second page, but it's not the position they want to be in.
Yeah, that's the thing about Net Brother. They're starting off very late. Like I mentioned in the first day of the league or the grand finals, when it comes to the first week of league itself, they are very slow. But when it comes to the final week, that's where everybody just rise up and just go really crazy, and they shoot up the overall standings. But not the same case here.
Yeah, and I really want to see J8 Esports feel Rocky because he is one stellar player that everybody has seen him perform throughout the league. And for J8 Esports right now, pretty much on the rate situation where they have fallen from grace, and this is something that we didn't really expect coming towards the grand finals. But for sorry, been having some
SMG.
Yeah.
hiccups there.
Yeah, I mean,
I think he's a bit emotional because
yeah,
you can feel, because we personally know the players so
he
well.
can feel the anxiousness inside. I think for JA, right, this round they swapped out Rocky and Boyka will be playing, so you hardly see Boyka playing, and with Bota at the same time. Normally,
Yeah, they're swapping Zolly out. And
Yeah,
that's the thing.
I-
I'm not sure if they are used to that kind of roster because we haven't seen that before.
it's like I don't know what to feel about it, right? Because I think JA, since they have not found any footing, the best they got was second place. But even that, it was a bit of luck, a bit of circle. Trying to make these last minute changes is a form of desperation. I think J8 are going for that Hail Mary substitution in hopes that they will at least get a decent round off.
Hopping Bunny Asta, look at that. He's having a great time.
He's all alone though. I mean, does
he's
this
like-
give any signals to RSG? It's
Oh.
like, hey
I'm
guys,
here.
I'm here.
Save
Don't
me.
cross the bridge. We know it
SOS.
might be an island ending, but this is still yet to be told. Net Brotherhood, they are moving further northwards. But I want to see how this update of the circle will be pushing some teams in towards a different sort of a state.
It's more about where will the circle ended up be because we're waiting for the next phase. Imagine if it ended up just like how the earlier wrangle today is going to be hectic. We're waiting, the circle being popped, and now a lot of teams hovering around that bridge. Will it be another bridge camp? Will there be another roadblock? And it seems like Dingoes really love on the western side of the bridge. They will stay where they are at. And they don't even have to move that fast. We're talking about TRS coming in late with alongside of Bosco.
Everybody go to the center.
Yeah, there's a what? That is such a early rotation from all of these teams. Like 14 out of 16 teams are trying to book the center. So if you are Bosco or TRX, you do DMS, and even TNR, you should feel happy that you are not part of that cluster, because if you look at the next circle when it formed, it's going to have a lot of teams get knocked out pretty early.
And now it's an engagement coming from the side of Resurgence as well as Evo's VIP just across those survey compounds. And RSG, yes, this seems to be a very good spot right directly
Wait
in the
for it.
middle, but it might shift even further.
Oh, wow.
Are you kidding me?
TNR is going to be happy. Dingoes will be relieved. Damansara, they have the corner.
Oh, wait, guys, so there's still some time.
Yeah.
It might just go back to the mainland. We'll never know,
You
but
wish.
we'll just have to wait. We'll have to wait and see. Theater already made themselves across. Bart still waiting by Milta, while Gank very, very far away.
I don't know how I should feel about this.
This
That
is-
circle is
this is just
such
fun.
a troll.
I mean, we have an AWM. Unfortunately, it's too far away from all these teams, but there's still this PMPL loot. Actually, we don't have much more left to give because this is the last day, but just key in this code. If you have not gotten it throughout the 1 month period, you should get one now.
Oh, Zully?
Oh, this is the guys by the bridge. Schizo getting caught out. I guess he got spotted out after having assets jumping around. And, yep, they're going to reposition themselves.
Oh,
you don't know.
No, this is not what we expected it to be. It's J8 versus ED. Just Tidor there.
I guess he wants to put him to sleep.
Oh,
Good night.
hello, bye. Oh, there you go.
I mean, clean, right? Good night, lifestyle prince.
Perfect timing. And now pen it. Pen it
Sends
down.
him into a coma as well.
Go down. Damn cutie.
2
Yeah.
free points for J8.
Pretty much a great days there for the side of EasyLX.
And this guy sometimes just having fun here at
Yeah.
this point. It's just passionate about the game.
Yeah, I guess maybe they can try to play for a little bit more prize pool at the very least.
Oh, yeah.
At least get some awards or, you know, something to get home by and see in the grand final still get that chicken dinner. Something to prove to us themselves.
And it seems like J8, they are going to be blocking the bridge again.
Yay.
Huh.
And it's going to be interesting. Do they make it happen? Like, or will it be last minute somebody butts in? Because SMG just now, they got caught in between. That ended up such a terrible, terrible position for them.
Yeah, and at least SMG has managed to stop them from creating a perfect barricade. It reminds me of certain teams back in Indonesia where they just like to do so every single game. And yeah,
Everybody just
this
gave
is
up.
SMG.
Yeah, last
Again?
time everybody just gave up using that bridge. So maybe now SMG trying to do the same, like how they did.
Oh,
with
wait a
J8.
minute. AUG inside the water here, eye shots. If he goes for a swim and says, okay, you take this, maybe you might need those level 3 gears. But usually when the crate drops some sort of areas, it also signifies that the circle might be around the corner.
I have to disagree there because why? Sometimes it drops outside of the
Okay,
circle.
okay, how about this? Maybe the next zone will still be in between the river again?
I have a feeling it will end up.
I honestly feel the same. I think we will get another. I mean, this circle understands that we are currently having our grand final. So it's like, you know what? I'm gonna force the best out of these teams. And SMG, well, they failed last time against J8, but this time it's a stronger adversary. It's Yudu Gang, the team in contention for the trophy.
Oh, they're playing along the shorelines. SMG really love the river area and also the water place where they're trying to tap things out with a minute 14. I'm not sure where are the rest of another team, which are going to be EZLX. Seems like they are very sparsely scattered.
Oh,
Wow, actually ducks right back to the southeastern
This-
side.
RG is at Y2K swimming across, so I guess he can get some good signals in.
Yeah, booked it. Hey, oh, Secret, they might swim as well. Look at
Yeah, they're
Secret.
doing
But I
just
think they
that.
would dock themselves in the western side first, then going along the shorelines. They don't go straight into the circle. They can go cut across.
The bridge, though.
Yeah, the bridge, good luck. Whoa,
Oh.
flying cars. We have that. It's 2020, hitting 21. 2021 next year. So Yuhai, he is quite low when it comes to getting that loot, but still decent enough to take up a fight.
The smart thing about Team Secret is that they take this edge because they know this is the clearest, easiest way to be able to make it across in the shortest swim distance. That's how we'll be able to loot out all the level 3 stuff by swinging
Hey!
deeper.
The pan glows in the water.
Oh yeah, I just realized that. Well, damn cutie gets his head taken out. So J8 running into a bit of problem, but SMG, they will see easy LX as well. Resurgence sticking with this lineup. Damn cutie is gonna taste its own medicine with the grenade from Y2K. That should be enough. But damn cutie still not finished off yet. Y2K just gotta watch out for Bota.
And Karma hits you in the back. It's gonna hurt on the side of Y2K with the DP28 now finding around the circles. Where is Damn Cutie? He is still kneeling himself down. But Bota come in to save and rescue. Where are the rest of Resurgence here? They are coming in very late.
Yeah, they're going to be swimming their way through. A little bit more taps going towards the side of Botak as he tries to reposition. J8 all scattered all across the map, but at least for the side of J8 can go in towards the center.
What?
Oh!
Wow!
Injong!
Hello!
Holy cow!
You down there?
Okay.
It definitely makes you miss people camping on the bridge and on the top of the bridge like this, but my God, Ichong just caught that Brotherhood off guard.
I remember
Wow.
Yuhai did this back then as well.
Even better than Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's very true. Make it Superman this time, but here we go. TRX, they're gonna say hello to all
Oh
of
my
the
God.
Superman, Spider-Man, whatever it is. Who crossed the bridge will have to suffer. Look at how many death box in between.
Bosco
And
coming
all
through.
the horde coming over. One by
What?
one got chipped down by
Bosco!
Moscow.
What?
It's the racetrack!
Oh my goodness, everyone driving through. Look at Goku. He's like, guys, I'm here.
One lap's done and 2 laps out. Look at that, going like down like flies.
Oh!
Ichong, he's having the greatest time of his life.
This is a lottery, right? Whoever is lucky will be able to drive through. Whoever is not lucky, with like Bravo, Suns, Z, they will be knocked down. But 3 points for DMS, I guess.
That's crazy number of kills on there, trust me.
Get cheese, man. This get cheese.
Oh,
That
but
was our
now,
esports
Ichong
got so
healed
many
first.
to take off!
Ichong, he has to heal himself first, but Ajiji spot him out. He will tap that. Oh, now Ichong.
One more. Oh,
You
God.
reap what you sow, and now.
Oh!
Oh, man.
Drop
Wait,
bomb.
wait a minute.
Mosgoku's still
He
there.
took himself out, so the kill doesn't count, does it?
No, I don't think it does. But
Wait,
fall down
maybe it
in
does.
shame. TRX goes out as well.
The fall of shame.
That's the fall of shame.
But hey, 8 kills!
Yeah,
from the
8 kills from the bridge.
Hey, still not done yet. Mosgoku's still up there.
What is this? TNR even lost 2 guys early on as well.
This is an absolute fiesta, and now Evo's VIP bows out to the play zone. I'm not too sure what to make out of that, and iShots suffering by the play zone as well. Who's the next one? SMG maybe? I don't know.
Oh, wait and see, because there's one more team across there. Marlino waiting to cross over the bridge.
It's all by the bridge.
Yeah, look at this. The amount of craze. 219K is like, alright, what happened? I missed the party?
They say good boys always finish last, and hopefully these are the good boys that we are expecting. RG though taking quite a lot of fights, and now they're committing towards J8
Oh, no.
Esports. Team
Sinbi.
Secret has already been able to get by, but yeah, Sinbi Pro leading the charge, but still with
Oh, no.
9K, he
Okay.
may not make it out.
He tried. He is okay for Simbi. Now, all they need to do is make sure they are in the circle. But before that, they have to cut across Axis NRL in
Oh.
between Damansara, Bosku, Team Secret, and Resurgence. Now, Damansara bowed down with 8 kills from that bridge camping. Where will Simbi Pro go? Because he doesn't have that much
Oh, no,
utility
Rift.
anymore. And I think
Oh,
he
Rift died.
might just make it in. It's all band-aids now.
Woo! At least he can play for position points. He might even be able to bag one more by killing off Rift if he sees him. So it's not too bad, but Resurgence still fighting with JA. As Bota is down, Zully is in the corner as well. Y2K from behind, the flank is there, but Zully wins the fight. Resurgence getting wiped out. 2 of their members already down on the ground.
And it's interesting sort of push, but J8 Esports will still be finished off. Small Boy will be able to breathe in some air. 4 pointers for the side of RSG.
Still 2 men survive. I'm not sure where Volky is. Nowhere to be seen. Maybe on the back line. Yep, there you go. It's still at 9K. Still got a couple of 8 kids there to work with, so he's going to be okay marching into the side of the circle. But mind you that JA is just around the corner. They got clamped up between Team Secret, who's actually fighting against Gig Fam.
Yeah, I believe that that's going to be pretty alright at the very least for them. As for Geek Fam, still 4-man strong, already taking the long-range traits out there. So I guess now the race is still on for the side of Geek Fam as well as TNR.
Yeah, and of course, if you are Geek Fam, you should feel a bit more relief since the full squad is still alive. TNR, they lost Insomnus and Ryan early on, so they're left with just Stewart, 9K, and Sinbi Pro.
Geek Fam holding in towards this stronghold of the compounds, but there's only a pigeonhole for the side of Downroot to be able to peek out from RSG. After taking out J8, they might need to face off against Marlino, and there we go. Voki already opening up those shots and securing it as well. Marlino doesn't have that much members left, while TNR now gets invaded by Team Secret.
Oh,
This
man.
is what we want. We don't want TNR to have to go through this. Talking about Team Secret, Gig Fam secure themselves inside of circle first, so it's down to Team No Recall. If they being wiped out by Team Secret, it's gonna be a problem for them to secure the top 4.
Yeah, this is actually pretty huge for GeekFam as well. They bombed out early last round, so this round will allow them to recover.
They
But
only have 1 kill as well.
yeah, and if TNR can survive this, TNR will have a great chance. But it's Secret we're talking about, the worst team that TNR, who want that top 4 spot, can run into.
They can just shift themselves into the circle
Yeah, they're booking
now.
it.
They need to go now. If it's 1 second too late, they are booking themselves into the grave. On the UD gang side, got themselves a boss queue and now knocked down. And away is gonna be them decimated by Yudu gang, who marching towards SMG next.
Oh, now the contest for the title will still continue here with a lot of all these nades. Remember, there was times where Putra dropped some amazing nades. It's going to be Fixity getting clipped up by RG as well.
From behind?
Oh, this looks pretty bad, and it's going to be Yudu Gang to try to clean up shop as well. Stuck in between a rock and a hard place. And now Jumper finishes off Jenny, and they are going to be looking for that sort of push against RSG as well.
RSG, go time. Team No Recall plays on 8th place. I'm not sure how they're gonna actually
Whoa!
be in the overall, but that was amazing, big impacted Nate throughout the entire team here. Yudu Gang tried to finish off the rest of SMG, but bleeding out slowly. That's gonna be the end of it for now. SMG on 7th place. Aya Pro next. And after one fight to another, Yudu Gang really want to rack up their kill numbers to make sure they will snatch away the crown of the champion.
Oh, they're going in for the push as well, so this is going to be pretty tough for Small Boy. They understand that there's only one member left. Drax now already on hot pursuit. Jumper's going to be looking for the flank as well. A little bit of the drive-by. Runs over a buggy, something that he didn't really expect to do, but Drax, nades after nades, and RSG is currently surrounded.
Yeah, and Resurgence, well, they are in the worst possible position, and Woki, he was able to be brought back up, but having to face off against the entirety of Yudu Gang, this is not going to be an easy task. Resurgence, they can still make something happen. 7 frags in the back, but Woki will be shot by Jumper instead. Morlino from behind actually takes out Manparang, but it's not going to matter too much. Resurgence finally bow out with 7 kills.
13 players alive, 5 teams to go. Now Yudu Gang, they have Manparang bleeding out. Can they pop the smoke? Will they leave him cold? Marlino, one-man squad all the way for Noxy, but Team Secret, will they get another chicken dinner here? We're talking about them trying to get 3 chicken dinners in a day.
NRL is cutting by the back of Team Secret, and they will be meeting alongside with Mad Toy. At least Leto has secured quite a position after driving by that highway of death through the bridge, and there goes Axis. NRL. MPX is the next team to cross out. While Geek Fam still in the running, so that's good news for them, but Sane has been knocked by Yuhai.
Yeah, I mean, with all these teams getting taken out, the biggest winner is Geek Fam because their competitor TNR was wiped out by Secret earlier on. But right now, with Geek Fam's position exposed and they are not in the circle, Team Secret, as usual, will be the first one to make that rotation. Geek Fam, they still have a clear entry, so they can make that move as well.
And now they might just bomb into Yudu Gang, who is just across Marlino in the meantime. Sane bleeding out. I'm not sure if they try to save him. The smoke's being popped. Them rushing over. Sane will be safe for now, but I don't think they want to stay here any more longer because, like it or not, they have to start to secure themselves the position in the circle. 1 second, 2 seconds too late, they will actually just go down here because it's a huge hike climbing up this hill.
Yudu Gang has already secured majority of the circle. Team Secret's coming by from the south side as well, but the Valley is not going to be giving them that much of a cover. Noxy is just hoping for these fights to erupt so that he can get even more of the position points, at least within the top 3 will be sufficient enough for Marlino.
Yeah, same for Geek Fam as well. If they can make top 3, then they can bow out this round without too much worry and have a chance to catch up to TNR. So this is a complete reverse of previous game. The next round, I guarantee, will determine between Geek Fam and TNR. Geek Fam, they're pretty spread apart from each other, but they've managed to avoid Secret. Now they might run into Yudu Gang instead.
Well, Team Secret start the fire against Geek Fam first. Yudu was trying to initiate the fight, but they are not being focused on. Geek Fam lost a couple of members here and there. One snipes being wiped out, but Marlino, he might be the problem later. So Drax kind of discovered somebody there. He heard him.
Well, I think that the days may be numbered, but there's
Ooh, the
still going to
nade.
be the nade coming in from
Oh,
Southern
perfect
Noxie.
one.
Almost clipping out Drax, but he still has one more in the back. This might be able to surprise Drax right now.
Oh!
Yes, it will!
What a nade from Noxie. Now he just needs to confirm that kill. He does have the nade to work with, but he's getting
Secret?
shot by Secret. Secret says, do not take away our prey. This is the El Clasico. We don't want third party, and Matter is going to let him taste his nade instead. Noxie will be out.
UI with another kill. He might be one of the best Terminators down there right now. While you do, Fredo, Jumper, and also Manparang and Drax will be revived by the captain himself. But Gig Famia did not be spotted out by Yudu Gang yet because Team Secret been hovering around that angle from their crosshair. Now Yudu Gang still have the 4 men well and alive. Drax need to replenish his health first. But speaking of this is going to be anybody's game.
So far, it's a 3v3v3, so it's pretty
V4.
much a very fair fight. Yo, almost forgot there's one more extra player for the side of Yudu Gang. But Yuhai replenish the stock, will be able to lob one nade towards the side of QB. Fire in the hole.
If this one connects, Geek Fam will be exposed. It does tag on the
Oh!
QB, and Jumper actually finds him. So Geek Fam, well, despite their efforts to try and sneak into top 2, maybe top 2 is the best to take him home for it. Jumper just goes for the rush, does not give a dang about Geek Fam. Sane gets down,
Oh,
Damroot is
no.
out, Geek Fam bow in 3rd place with no kills.
There was straight line of sight of Jumper getting double kill, strike 2, and now it's gonna be Yudu versus Team Secret again. The Titans, the classical, and if everybody just have to watch this because Yudu with the 4-man have the advantage
nade.
for now. But the nade been tossing multiple times. Will it connect? The spray has happened. The beautiful sound
Drax.
of sprays. Drax being knocked down.
Oh.
Drax being knocked down as well. Now down to only one play of Team Secret. Matoy, he has to bear the burden now. It's down to him only.
Well, he tried to save Yuhai as well. Yuhai will be able to heal up, but they're already cornered up. They managed to knock Manparang, and they still have the smoke, but Jumper will be able to get the knock. It will be another member being down. 2 versus 1, and now this fight cannot get any better. Fredo also going for the revival out there. Fredo does have the angles from above, and that circle still favors the side of Yudu Gang much more.
The nade
Oh no,
for
that
Matoy.
was a different angle, but that was straight line of sight. Manparang bleeding out. They cannot even help him for now. Down to 2v2. It was against the odds just now, but they even it out. And Yudu Drax pushing in. Mata and UI pretty low. And Drax almost got knocked down.
Yudu Gang! They got the chicken dinner and they're trying to tie the knots against Team Secret! A whole lot of you guys in the chat go crazy. Tell us who you think will be the grand champions of the PMPL MYSG Season 2. We finally got our 5th word out there. It seems like the word is duh. So, the last word you could possibly take a guess.
Okay, the thing is, we don't know it's going to be a number or a spelling.
Oh yeah, I mean,
That's the tricky
yeah, I
part.
mean,
Doesn't matter.
Last game,
Last game, let's go, yes.
Oh, and now they are waving goodbye because this will be our last time looking at Extra Topcast and Exile and Yota. Thank you so much, observers. You guys are the best of the best, the real MVP throughout the entire league and championship.
all the cards will be shown on the desk, everything out the window. This is the ending of a 1 month plus long stretch, the marathon for everyone. This is the final 100-meter sprint.
Yes, indeed. And now, the final game here. I want to keep my eyes out there for those 2 teams that you guys mentioned. TNR, Geek Fam.
I do want to see the last circle of the day, how will it ended up, because it all depends on their circle.
Yeah, and remember this. Both of these teams drop pretty close by to each other.
And you have the circle with them.
Wait.
Generous.
Hold up a second. Boskur, are you lost, baby boy?
Oh,
They're not. They're taking the vehicles from the far stretch of the highway. And as for Net Brotherhood, this is going to be something very different. They're dropping by El Pozo.
Yeah, and you see TNR and Geek Fam, they always drop on the opposite side of each other, and they have the tendency to cross each other's path as well. We know Geek Fam love to take crater fields and around that mountainous area, whereas TNR will take the area around Monte Nuevo and Power Grid, a true graveyard sometimes. So it's a complete parallel trajectory for these two teams.
Oh, the thing about this kind of circle, yes, you can get the center of it, but will you be at the center after it shift for the second phase? The circle always surprises us. Even though some of the teams are outside of it, it's still not the end for them because they might just getting nearer than the rest of other teams.
That's right. And what if, just what if, NED Brotherhood can knock some members out of the side of Geek Fam from the city itself?
Well, we do know that their firepower is nowhere, they are all flawless when it comes to CQC.
Yeah, I mean,
they're pretty much the same.
If Geek Fam loses members right now, it would be a total tragedy. They cannot afford to even drop out early. They need that placement points. It is a race that at this point they have to keep in mind that it's between them and TNR, and any mistakes cannot be tolerated.
But what I know, they need the vehicle first. It's compulsory. They got themselves secured 2 vehicles. They're 1 minivan. This is gonna be a huge covers for them in case they are being shot out in the open. So Geek Fam, they kind of busted their own position just now with that one shot.
But it's still a little bit far-fetched for the side of NED Brotherhood to chase just inwards. So Geek Fam, they're just going to be stashing up very quick loots, and they might just look to rotate towards a very different position. They honestly don't have to move too far away from El Pozo because they are still having this corner of the circle, and as for TNR, this is one of the teams out there with that chance. So Stewart 9K, previously from Team Secret, alongside with Sinbi Pro. Now, having Ryan as well as Imsanas to play the entirety of the day, they have been looking relatively strong, and I do hope that they can get their chance to just showcase themselves in Southeast Asia again.
Yeah, and of course TNR, with all the prestige and the experience on their team, they again are the team that barely squeezed by into the grand finals, and to be this close to getting that ticket to see finals, you definitely have to feel the amount of pressure on their shoulders.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna be their debut for Southeast Asia. Geek Fam never been there before.
Yeah, and I just want to give a little bit of throwback. Remember the good old days with the very first Team Secret roster?
Yeah.
They have been able to qualify towards the C finals on the edge of number 16.
Yeah.
And then on the grand finals itself, they triumph and they march in, squeezing by on 4th place as well to be able to make it in towards the global run.
It feels like the history will actually repeat itself based on their performance, but this time we're going to be a different team. But SMG, these are the top contenders for the champions. So we don't know how far the gap between the first and second placement just yet. SMG, you do secure themselves 1 chicken. So will SMG do the same for this round, final round? Because Yudu and Secret both have themselves the most chicken dinner out there. 4 chickens. SMG is just 1 more away.
Yeah, and again, the top 3 teams that you just mentioned, at this point, they're unquestionable. They're the best of the best there is in Malaysia. And of course, the uprising stars are in the form of, Geek Fam, all the way to TNR, even Marlino, Easy Alex, and Resurgence are in the running. Axis, NRL, MPS gone pretty cold off the radar for the past 2 days. So unfortunately, they have to kind of give that spotlight away.
Yep, and for now, the game is relatively very calm. We do know the calmness is because of the team that on the first page are trying to play as safe as possible. But I don't think it will be the same that's actually on the second page.
Well, I guess it's because some of the drop points are pretty much scattered very far away. Rotations haven't really commenced. Only maybe a couple of teams have been able to get those vehicles to move around. But TRX Elementus, they always play very dangerously alongside this mountain area where Team Secret is very close by. Right now, trying to get a little bit of a glimpse of the high ground. Botak has already been pinned down by the side of Iron Pro, as he's been sending those bullets in, but Botak will still be able to heal himself.
Now, the vintage point is paramount for the side of Iron Pro. But by the way, just now, UI is very close by to TRX. The thing is, we're not just talking about the top 3 teams. We're talking about also the Terminator for the entire league. Is UI getting that again?
Yeah, I mean, Secret, They have a total of 96 kills by the end of the 5th round. They're probably going to be the only team that reaches 100 kills across 3 days of the Grand Finals, which is, again, a feat that you don't expect less from a team like Secret. But if you look at Resurgence, the firepower that they have is also pretty unquestionable. Just that when it comes to positioning, they run into roadblocks every now and then.
Oh, this is going to be a good spray coming from the side of Iron Pro, headed towards Ikuti as he's going to be hopping on that buggy.
Oh, no,
a little bit of tip damage, but they will be crashing in towards the compound, and this is going to be forcing a fight coming in from Resurgence. Y2K gets that shot. This might just be first blood.
And now JE being already cornered by the rest of Resurgence. Head-to-head,
Oh,
Sully!
wow!
He finally knocks one down, but it's not enough yet. Boyka for the next round. You have the rest of JE Bota even climbing up the stairs here. The nade's being tossed. Will it be a Kobe? Not yet. It's a bit lopsided. Boyka trying to spot where is the rest of Resurgence.
Iron Pro!
And now Voki on his knees. I'm trying to find Iron Pro on this, and it's going to be cooking it on the side of Boyka. Waiting, and Molotov will be tossed first.
Yep.
Oh.
The nade from Voika just goes way wide. It's gonna run into Iron Pro, and Iron Pro will win that out. Resurgence with a full wipe onto JA, and then walk away with 4 points to kick things off.
Interesting enough, ex-members of the side of Arrow now butting horns, and it seems like Resurgence will get this 4-pointer. Very, very crucial because they are still chasing it back to the first page at the very least. And that opening coming from the side of Iron Pro, given enough information towards the side of RSG to respond. And we finally got the entirety of the words. And this is number 1.
Hashtag at that, but wait, we are not done with the spray. Oh, Riggs! He flipped the car, and that's just really not where he wants to be. Now, but luckily he got covered with that terrain for now.
Yeah, Trixinity escaping with his life. That thank Lord that didn't cost him a point towards Dingoes. But SMG having their position completely exposed to Dingoes. Putra is also searching for their enemies, but they're not going to see anyone as we see the first airdrop with the AUG drop down alongside a suppressor and cross level 3 gear. This is, we are actually getting to the last of the last when it comes to PMPL loot, so just grab this code and follow us on PUBG Mobile Esports Malaysia while you're at it.
Well, this is going to be very, very crucial for everyone, and you guys will be able to redeem all this by heading over to www.pubgmobile.com/redeem, and the code is gone. Don't cry over spilt milk, but remember, you guys can put those words together. This was number 1. If you guys have missed out on the other games, ask your friends what exactly the words are. Hashtag catchphrase giveaway.
And now down to Marlino. Marlino always got himself in a very tough spot. Now they cannot move that much. Not much room of a breather. But Bosco rotating very late. They will bomb into TNR. I'm not sure about TNR position right now. Seems like they will bomb into Netbrother as well. If Bosco comes in later, they might get sandwich here.
I like what TNR are doing. They're actually not moving at all. They're just keeping their position as Pamburu will be shot down by Heiko. Evo's VIP going towards the high ground. Leto also picks up his hit, but Samzy is more than ready. This is Evo's VIP that we want to see. We want to see them kind of push forward instead of covering. They have cover fire, I believe, from Kuza behind as well. So NRL, they have to abandon this compound.
And Leto is going on foot. Not really the best possible option out there while he will be able to peek out some members inside of Evo's VIP. He understands that he cannot open fire just about yet. But if Appy is in trouble, he needs to chip in.
Now what happened to Axis and RL? They were actually on the top 3 all the way 2 days straight. And now they are falling from grace. Look at that spray coming out from Luxy. Beautiful sound, but it's not going to connect with that red dot only. Now Evo's VIP camping this here. But how long will they stand? Because like it or not, it's not great if they overextend with their draining of bullets and magazines. Marlino try to migrate as well. They are in the same boat as Axis and RL.
It seems like Marlino is playing extremely passively, and they were worried about that one man inside. They think that, okay, maybe there might just be a full squad, and they fall back. And Leto is going to be safe for the moment.
Yeah, in this Axis NRL, they've already been split apart. Appy on the low ground. Leto stuck with Evo's VIP in front of him. Marlino is also guarding the compound beside the freeway. So Axis NRL, they can only play on full survival mode. But Evo's VIP, they're going for the slow push. Kuza driving forward, and he's going to see Leto as he drive past. So Axis NRL actually does not see Leto.
Okay.
What?
Oh man, look at this. Exis MPX saved by whatever grace they have left. And Evo's VIP will just go by.
How did they not see him? Come on.
I don't know.
They're driving past, alright?
3
Oh,
members.
now they will see him now.
They,
Will they? They
they
did
don't!
spot. Oh,
What?
How?
What?
This is amazing.
This is actually,
Ninja next level.
I would say this is carelessness from Evo's VIP.
They were trolling him for a moment. And I mean, he can't be too far away, right?
Man, right.
Well, that just happened.
Right.
That just happened.
And it seems like we'll have the very final code of the PMPL loot. This is the last time it will pop up on your screen. BDPLZBEZ4WT. Pop it over to www.pubgmobile.com/redeem. Chances for you to redeem permanent items outside of the well, the code that was given away.
Not much code anymore. You guys make sure you keep your eyes out there because you will regret. It's going to be exclusive only during the PMPL. But now that brothers start to move, and we know that pickup truck will not last any more longer. You might as well switch into a different one. Okay, this time Bob will rotate very late. Team No Recall, you can sense it. They are playing very passively, but the problem is they are facing against Yudu Gang.
Yeah, and Geek Fan, while they have a decent way in, they even run into an air supply, airdrop as well. So this is perfect for Geek Fan to prepare themselves for the upcoming battle. But TNR, they run into a bigger roadblock in the form of Yudu Gang at Monte Nuevo. If TNR can dodge Yudu Gang, they will be able to come through from the western side and probably deal with Bosco and Net Brotherhood later on.
There's 2 farm spots already being set up by RSG as well as Dingoes, but Dingoes definitely have the better spot here because they are right smack in towards the center, but still possibilities of some shift, and yet again, it won't really be way too far away from the side of Dingo's MZ. Now, TRX Elementus, they are also taking by the hill, but inside of Picado is where we will hear a whole lot of noise coming from SMG as well as DMS.
Yichong SMG, this is where it will put up a test here. Can they maintain at top 3? Will they actually take the crown this time as champion? They have to make sure they got extra kill points, but in the meantime, we do know Yichong is very witty and now got straight spray from Butra from the side here. He didn't see that one coming. Surprised at that. NSP will be the target next, but NSP noticed and acknowledges somebody else here.
Yeah, the wits couldn't seem to match up against the bronze of Putra. Well, NSP already being alerted, but they understand that going in towards the stadium is going to be very, very dangerous. So the arena, of course, is going to be on the lockdown for TNR. They're engaging.
Coming into Bosco. This is an important fight for TNR. They're committing to this, and Bosco, it seems like Bosco wants to play safe. They're actually pulling back. Asfa is lit up, but Z, Nga, and Sam, they're still around. They're actually poking it. They're driving the van away. TNR, can they secure this important kill as Insomnus will be leading the front line? Ryan does miss that nade. Bosco, they have to somehow hold this ground.
Oh, TNR, they avoided you entirely, but Bosco, if they were to evade this call, they have to face you this wrath. Now, Team No Recall clip in by the blue, burning it out. Imsana straight away on his vehicles. Every single person on TNR will start to move, but Bosco still just sitting this one out. They're not going to budge. Here's going to be SMG fighting at DMS, who's losing more men than they expected it to be. We have Net Brotherhood marching in as well.
Yeah, and remember this, Putra as well as Jenny, they're very familiar with Picado due to the fact that they have played with Arif back in the days, and the Brotherhood will be able to stash a really good rotation across those hills, but they should expect somebody up above.
Now SMG, they are playing this very strong, defending their fort, and now TRX on the higher ground. Mini 14 scoping down the rest of the team right beneath them. Dingos taking down on an ED, if I'm not mistaken. Now here, none of these teams in Picado actually inside of a circle, so they have to decide now. And Team Secret but in Dingos business as well. Team No Recall picking a fight against Yudu Gang.
Yeah, they have to make something happen because Yudu Gang stands in front of them. They missed out Bosco, so they need to take on Yudu Gang. They don't have much choice to work with. They picked the area where it's more populated when it comes to rotation. Ryan now is coming from behind. Yudu Gang, they don't know where he is. If he can pick up Jumper right now, it's going to open up the pathway for TNR to rotate into the inner circle.
And not only that, for Yudu Gang, they're also very occupied with other teams also pointing the gun
Oh my
at
goodness.
them.
Big risk,
Jumper.
big reward. Now tossing the nade. Ryan smells that one now. Another one being
From
tossed.
the side, Ryan!
Oh no, that was so close! And Ryan finally got the knock. This is really important, crucial on the side of Team No Recoil.
Not only that, Utica also wants the championship points as well. So these three will need to fight their way. Team Secret now will be smiling to see that name on the kill feed. While Utica having Fredo trying to actually catch members inside of Bosco rotating. April will be able to knock down Leto. And that is going to be Axis and Neural MPX down on 15. Their hopes and dreams of going in towards the C finals have already been dimmed down. So it's between TNR as well as Geek Fam.
TNR made it into the compound. They brute forced their way through Bosco, through Yudu Gang. Now they might face SMG. Look at it, TNR, they're not stopping. They're moving towards the eastern side. TRX tries to go by the freeway, but Y2K is there. You also have SMG gunning down TRX. Their run might just be cut short at this point.
Yeah, it's too over-occupied for SMG. Didn't notice it there.
TNR here!
The bridge has happened! Simbi Bro, he sprayed that one out. One knockdown, Bond is on his knees. Another member is gonna take him down, but Nan just have to buy and chip more damage than we thought it would
Jenny!
be. And it's gonna be all over the place. They're so close for
My
Team
God!
Recall. They lost M Sonas. Ryan bleeding out. TRX still against RSG. Oh my goodness. The rest is history. Stewart and the rest of TNR, they still maintain themselves in the game.
Every single one of these games, they keep fragging and RSG also chasing by. They have already secured kills upon TRX and so many more. Yudu Gang even have worse news. Brittle being bombed down below, and Boskur, they have to face against Dingo's MZ. And my oh my, look at the charts. TNR equalized the kills with Resurgence.
Yeah, 6 kills for TNR. Geek Fam, sure, everyone is still alive, but they have none. They have none just yet. The saving grace is that they're still in the game. So Geek Fam, they just need to play for that placement. They need to get something in return, but Dingos might be helping out because Bravo took out Simbi Pro.
Oh no, this is not great news for them because they are now Gatebang is gone the circle and Dingo's fighting their way out. Team Secret booking himself at the spot as well. Evil's VIP around the corner. While we're talking about coming up from the southern west side of the map, Team No Recall being gatekept by Dingos here. It's a huge hike for them to go beyond this hill. But once they made it through, they can get themselves in the top 4.
They need to heal up. They need to do whatever's necessary, or Geek Fam will take their chance whenever they can. Now, over on towards this Etcher, we can still see, although Geek Fam had no kills, they will still be in the running right there. That was our esports 10th place, while Dingos have some free shooting range down above. And for Atai, he needs to do something about this.
Yeah, TNR, now it's time to slow down and survive. Placement point is what's gonna propel them ahead because they have those 6 kills. But Team Secret, they're challenged by Evos. Evos, the least likely team to take on Secret. Now they're running straight at Yuhai. Mato is down. Yuhai is not gonna survive as well. It's Rex and Aishos left alive on the lower ground compound. Evos VIP, they bite Team Secret.
Yep, they are chewing it quite right here and biting the dust. Gonna be 2 members of Team Secret. But for now, Evil's VIP, they try to gatekeep this one. Finish off Martin with a clean kill. Execution on Samzi's side. Resurgent start to move again to No Recall. What is happening? And Team Secret, Rex still taught to move against Evil's VIP. Vuki will be the next target for Evils. Evils is just roaring this out very loud.
And Easy Alex, they are also trying to chase up the pawns, and it's going to be Rex here to be able to spot out Evo's VIP. And there goes another team down on the ground. This is going to be your top 7 situation. RSG still has 3 members left. Iron Pro gets the knock on towards Noxy. After a long time, still at 9K. Still looking for help from Ryan. Y2K will bite back towards the side of Noxy. And Small Boy gets Stewart 9K.
Yeah, it's only Ryan left alive. He just got to play for the placement. They have enough frags. Geek Fam, sure they are in the running, but they have no kills just yet. So TNR, if they get decent placement, they can definitely catch up to Geek Fam. And Geek Fam playing the smart game. Iron Pro with that nade towards the low ground, being able to dodge that. But Marlino, their days are numbered as well.
And this is perfect angle. We're talking about the perfect
Oh.
game. One more kill on Resurgence.
Geek
Now
Fam.
the 8 kills. Geek Fam will be the next contender. We're talking about also one more team here around the corner. Marlino have a lot of men alive, but Resurgence want to take them away. They want more. They want to frag it out. I am from the rest of Resurgence going
they
out in
stole it.
leash. And Damru managed to get 1 kill point out of that still.
Yeah, any point for Geek Fan right now is going to lock them closer and closer to the C finals. But Ryan, he has to play the healing game. There's no way for him to get in. Maybe TNR's time has finally ran out. But Geek Fam, if they get knocked out right now, TNR
Team
might
Secret.
still have a chance. Team Secret is nearby. This is so close between these two teams.
Ryan, I wonder how many packs of health does he have right now. Dingo still has the numbers, but they need to push through against
no.
Easy
He has
Alex.
nothing left.
He's trying to run right in. He cannot make it.
Oh no, Team No Recall have to rest in the lobby and pray that Geek Fam will not overtake their points here.
The only salvation point is that Geek Fam does not get any more kills from this point onwards. Sane already being knocked out. iShot's chasing in. Rex planting himself on the other corner. RSG coming from the back. Rex will be able to knock down Asta. Well, iShot still looking for ground. Marlino in the middle of it all, but none of these guys have the circle.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Geek Fam, they are marching straight into the lair of Team Secret with Marlino in between. Easy are fighting against
Small ball.
Dingos. Resurgence there being shut down. Team Secret, iShot finish off Sane. And Iron Bro will take it out on Nuke. In the meantime, Secret marching into the center of a circle. They haven't got enough. They want the champion crown. And Iron Bro and the rest of Y2K. Resurgence
boy.
bowing down against Dingos for now. Get 1 more kill points. This is madness going all over for the final game.
The Naked of Bravo almost lands, but Iron Pro is going to be down by Schizo as well. Resurgence, they have Small Boy left to work with. Marlino gets locked up by Easy LX. Iron Pro is going to get down. Small Boy will hide for that position point, but now TNR's fate rests in the hands of Geek Fam, not getting any points. They lost Snipes on the ground. Damron and QB sticking together. Easy Alex right in front. Small Boy coming in from the southern side.
And Small Boy doesn't really have much to work with. The rest of Dingos are marching through. And for the side of Geek Fam, they also have the dish to cover up. They might just be able to be protected here to get that chicken dinner. While Team Secret moving in from the northern side, they are already being pummeled with some bullets and leads coming from the side of Geek Fam.
Dingo's just getting a widest field of vision ever. Small Boy almost last tick of health there to be knocked down. We're talking about them racking up the kill points. 9 kills. 4 men still well in the life of Dingo's. Will it be their debut in the game? Or will it be another team? Geek Fam still well in the life.
Bravo.
Bravo! Knocked down first. The main fragger for the team. Small Boy replenish his health. He's marching in. Team Secret will be gatekept by Dingos as well as Easy. And now Geek Fam have to cut across so many teams to just get into the circle.
Geek Fam, they're definitely the biggest winner right now. The more teams that get taken out before they get taken out, the more points that they're going to get. They have 3 kills. They're in top 5. They're in prime position as well for their C
wait a
slot.
minute.
Damro does get shot by Dingos. Easy Alex. Their prime vision. The nade does fly through.
And somehow Small Boy survives even with those
The nade!
The nade coming towards the side of Geek Fam. Geek Fam will be able to wipe away Easy Alex. Now looking for Dennis Bull on top of the hill.
goodness
And
me.
Insurgents will be the next one to fall. This is going to be a top 3 finisher for the side of Geek Fam. They
Geek
might
Fam.
make it to C finals.
Damn just booked the ticket for Geek Fam at this point. They can play for more. The points are now in their favor. It's Dingos in front. TS on the southern side, but Geek Fam with that one nade have just opened up the entire field for themselves.
And now it's down to the 3 teams. Geek Fam with 3 members, 2v3v4. Dingos have the higher ground. The circle touch every single team there is. And the loot is in between. iShot and Rax has been holding off this ground for such a long time. But we're talking about Geek Fam with 7 kills. That seems like they having a solid maybe round this time. But will they finish it off with a chicken dinner just to secure, making sure they will be the one of the representative in Southeast Asia?
Team
Yeah.
Secret not making much of a noise right now, just hoping to actually steal this chicken dinner between Dingos as well as Geek Fam here. Now, I just going to be marching on the open grounds. Snipes already being spotted out as well, but there's so little room for the side of Dingos to be moving past. And he got limited by the circle as well. How?
Yeah.
What?
Geek Fan bow out. These two teams, Secret and Dingles, they got no points at all. Even though Geek Fan, they don't have the chicken dinner, but
Team
third place
Secret.
finish. That's 17 points for Geek Fan. A huge run for them. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And Geek Fan should be content. But Secret, we know how strong they are. It's iShot and Rex against Dingles. Dingles, they might not be able to stand up against it. It's just one member left for Secret.
boy.
Can Rex hold on? He pulls down, and Dingles and the grand finals with a chicken dinner.
Man, that was a huge feat. Dingles finally land themselves.